world. In a world of Nintendo podcasting, only 4 men are willing to talk about Nintendo. Cue the theme song.
Those 4 men are us. Hello, and welcome to Famicast 144, your Famicast for the latter part of February 2019. I'm Danny Bivens, and today I'm here with James Charlton.
Hey, dude.
And Ty Shugart.
Players want more water at fighting game tournaments.
Yes.
True story.
And Cyrus Delaney.
Spectators want more deodorant in tournaments.
True story.
Yes. Well, as you know, there was a big Nintendo Direct, and you could basically thank us for that. You're welcome.
Yeah, we did it. We made it.
Basically, the Famicast blessing strikes again. Lots of cool games.
And thankfully, no one's talked about the Direct yet. I think we're the first podcast to talk about it, aren't we?
I think so.
Yeah,
So
pretty
good
much
for us.
Yeah.
And good for you out there, the listener or viewer.
The rare occasion where the Direct comes out right before our podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
So this episode, we're going to go super, super heavy on the Nintendo Direct. For now, we're going to go ahead and skip over new business, and we're just going to get right into it.
Danny, did you know we're one of the few podcasts that actually has chapters? Lets you skip sections.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting you do this, but if you're completely bored to tears by analysis of the Direct, you could just skip the whole section.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be like
that.
Yeah, it's
Or
like
if you want to hear it again, you can go back to it.
Yeah.
You're going to miss all these in-jokes we developed throughout the course of the episode.
That's right. I'm actually going to do lots of callbacks right at the end of the Direct thing, just to rub it in for people who did skip it.
Exactly. So, yeah, Nintendo Direct, I mean, obviously, it was pretty much the same worldwide, except in Japan, there were a few different things that weren't talked about at all.
Exclusive.
Yeah, so
right?
I mean, yeah, we're going to talk about just the thing in general, but I think right off the bat, let's go ahead and talk about some of the Japanese exclusive things.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Joking aside, I think we are actually the first podcast to talk about the Japan Direct. I don't think anyone else talked about that.
I think IGN, they might have mentioned it. Piers pretty plugged in.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, right. Piers pretty plugged in.
IGN, who cares?
Right.
Put that shit on scrub quotes.
Exactly.
Those guys were at their Bit Summit. Their little booth set up. Must be doing well for themselves.
Yeah.
I've never heard of them, but something like that.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and kick it off with some of the Japanese exclusives or things that showed up on the Japanese Direct that didn't show up elsewhere. So one of the first things that showed up, obviously, this is right up my alley, and I know right up Cyrus's alley as well.
Absolutely.
Jikyu Power Pro Yakyu, or basically Power Pro Baseball. A game has been announced that's going to be coming out on the Switch. Kind of has just a tentative 2019 release, so no real information about that.
Are those the little kind of capsule-looking fellas with the round heads?
Yeah.
Check them out. We got them on the feed. It's happening.
Video exclusive there.
Right. So yeah, you can see some footage here. What's cool about these?
When did the series start, Danny?
Shoot, this might have started back in the Famicom era, Super Famicom. I'm not sure exactly.
Disappointed that you don't know offhand.
Yeah, sorry. One cool thing that this game has been offering, at least for the past decade, is kind of like an RPG mode where you take.
Hello.
Sorry. Where you can basically take control of a guy, and then you kind of work through him, basically through like a career type of a thing. Really simplistic gameplay. It supports like up to 4 players. You can put in the same team if you really want to as well.
Pump through the mill.
Right.
Get to the big leagues.
Yeah, basically. And in the past, they've actually released like Major League Baseball versions, like in the West, like on the Wii and I think PS2. Don't know if this is going to happen with this game, but anyway.
Well, this was not in any of the other Directs, so
yeah.
If it does happen, it's going to be years from now.
Right. So, actually, another one that came up. James, do you want to take this little bit here?
What? Doraemon Nobita Bokujo Monogatari.
Yep.
Which collaboration title, ? Because it could be Harvest Moon. And is it Bokujo Monogatari is Harvest Moon, right?
It is. So I think after I wrote that in the agenda, I double-checked, and yes.
Doraemon is obviously the blue cat. Nobita is the boy who he hangs around with.
Yeah,
not in that way. And
We
so
don't
now
know.
now they're on the farm. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and we don't have any footage of this right now if you're watching the video version, but it's a really clean looking game. Like it looks kind of like watercolory and stuff. And I mean, I was talking to I think Ty before the show. I mean, you have games like Rune Factory and you have games like Stardew Valley that are out that are just nailing it with like these farm. I wouldn't say simulators, but you know, like this type of a game. And
no, they've got Farming Simulator as well.
I know.
I saw that in the store today. Farming Simulator 2000 with a tractor on the front.
Actually, man, that Farming Simulator game, actually, I'm not going to lie, it actually looks kind of fun.
Don't do it, man.
Yeah, probably won't. It's kind of expensive.
Yeah, 6,000 yen for it.
Yeah, or more. Fuck. But yeah, I mean, what a clever idea to actually try to make your series relevant again by doing something kind of crazy like this. I think it's a good idea.
If it's an official tie-in, like we think it is, that can make like some sense.
I'm like 57% sure now.
Looking at the footage,
sorry.
Like I'm just looking at the footage here, and it's like there's nothing Doraemon about this except the character models.
Yeah,
it's just a straight up a beautiful looking Harvest Moon game where they just plugged in Nobita and Doraemon.
Yeah.
Let us know what 90s animation character you'd like to be revived by slamming them together with a random game series.
Yes.
I'm going to go for
Harvest Moon.
Can't wait.
Fun.
Can't wait.
I'm going to go for Ninja Turtles in International Superstar Soccer.
I'm going to go Mummies Alive in Madden Football.
Oh, that's a good one.
But,
Except
I'll take
the game.
Skeleton Warriors first-person shooter.
There it goes. Making video games.
I already sang the theme song once on this show. We don't think we need to do that again.
Oh, we did. They did it on Super Best Friends, and I had it in my head for like a month.
It's got to be a dead animation and a dead game series slammed together.
Right. Well, speaking of death and wanting to kill yourself.
Oh shit! I played this next one.
Yeah,
Grab my attention.
Actually, Ty, do you want to read this next little bit here? The next game that was kind of a Japanese, not kind of, it's a Japanese exclusive on the Direct.
Yeah. Do tell. It's a Dragon Quest Rivals mobile game.
Yeah.
You can play against people using the mobile version of the game. Available now for free immediately after the Direct, which already happened.
Right. And what this is, it's a card game. And James, I mean, you're the expert on the panel about this game. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience that you
well, I literally saw it in the agenda and saw it was free, so I downloaded it, played it for I don't know, upwards of 45 seconds.
Oh, okay. I think you said minutes. Like, geez, you're a trooper. Okay.
And swiftly deleted it.
Yep.
But it very much it is a mobile game. I mean I know Ty loves these kind of free to play mobile games, grinding for achievements or whatever.
Right.
But well, obviously because the Switch is landscape.
Mm-hmm.
So it felt a little bit more like an iPad game, but that kind of vibe. Basically it was just like I went through the tutorial, show me how to put the
Right.
You're putting the cards down in like a grid.
It's a phone game ported to Switch, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Didn't that win an award, or like what was it?
I don't know.
Don't want any more of the year was like
maybe
mobile phone games on the Switch.
Oh yeah, that sounds familiar.
I thought you meant like Dragon Quest Rivals won an award. Like what?
Oh, it might do this year's Famicast, like garbage of the year. Who knows?
Yeah, I was about to get really incredulous there, and then it got an award from us for please stop existing.
Yeah, please stop. Yeah, I think that was it. Please stop. That's right.
Please stop.
Yep. So yeah, it's like a grid thing. You put down the cards in the grid, and then the cards attack each other.
That sounds so unappealing. Holy shit!
But there's no real animation to it. It's very, very bare bones. So, but I don't know, the concept of playing a game on a console versus a mobile phone version. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but not in a game like this. No thanks. Fortnite, that's fun.
Right. I mean, James, I saw this also on the eShop, and I thought, hey, cool, I should No, I mean, when we were at NWR, I remember this used to be my jam, not like because I wanted to, because I felt like I had to. You know, just like I got to play this. I got to tell everybody about this game that I'm probably gonna fucking hate. And
because I'm the only guy who's gonna play it.
Yeah, basically. Right? I mean, it's either you or me, and it sure as shit wasn't gonna be you. So,
well, now we're in the region 3, era of Nintendo. I mean, anyone could download this shit if they wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on you.
You don't have to live in Japan.
Exactly. It just depends on your language ability, really.
There's absolutely no English in this.
Yeah.
Even if your system's set to English, it's Japanese only, obviously.
Yeah. Well, there were a few other games that were shown off in like sizzle reel trailer type of thing. A lot of it was like already known quantities, but one game that kind of came up was a new Kunio-kun game. It's called
Real Man's game.
Yeah, Downtown Danto Koushin Kyoku Maha. It's a mouthful.
They always had the best titles too.
Right. They might have talked about this before and I just forgot, but it looks like it's just like a 4-player battle version of this game. And it was only like a clip for like 20 seconds or maybe even less.
There's a lot of these games that came out on the 3DS as well, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I mean, Kunio-kun's still alive and well here in Japan. Occasionally gets a Western release, but yeah, don't know how it's going to go with this one. This is actually coming out. It said spring, so actually really soon. And
okay, this is not a free-to-play game.
No. It's probably 6,000 yen or something like that. So good luck to it.
Right.
But then another game showed off that they didn't talk about at the Nintendo Direct, but they've talked about just in general, like late last year, A Hat in Time. There was a trailer shown off for that. It's set to release in spring in Japan and worldwide. So maybe that was just like they didn't really talk about it that much, like in the Nintendo sphere of things in Japan. So maybe Nintendo just felt like this would be a good opportunity to introduce this to Nintendo fans that didn't know. So,
what kind of game is it?
It's shit. It looks like a 3D, like open 3D adventure platformer type of thing. Ty, I mean, do you know about this game?
I know about it. I don't
kind of Banjo and Kazooie, like Mario, whatever, Mario 64, that kind of gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard very good things from it.
Yeah, like everybody I've ever talked to who's played it loves it, and I haven't played it yet, but it's on my get list.
Okay. Yeah,
like where ukulele is one of the not well regarded in this kind of throwback game. A Hat in Time is like the perfect version.
Huh.
Yeah, I've heard the soundtrack. It's amazing.
So this is a step above ukulele.
Yeah, ukulele good.
It's disappointing about ukulele, isn't it? I mean, we all thought it was going to be like Banjo-Kazooie, 4 or whatever, but turned out to be not like that.
Maybe it was.
I mean, in terms of quality,
maybe it was like Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah. I mean, no one's played it, right? I mean, Ty, you haven't played it, have you?
No, I've seen it a bit.
Has it not been on Game Pass or whatever?
Yeah, that's right. I haven't gotten it for free, and I have enough games as it is.
Right.
But I'm gonna get it when it's on sale or earlier. It's only like $30. It looks like.
I played Brawl Out. That's basically ukulele, isn't it?
Yeah, you nailed it, man.
Oh shit, yeah. I guess I could play ukulele if I wanted to.
See.
Re-download. What's it called again? Brawl Out. That's it. Literally forgot the game.
Shit. Yeah. Other than these games that we talked about, they basically showed off games that we already know are coming out. Like one thing, it's coming out in it's either tomorrow or next week. I forgot. The Phoenix Wright collection, 1, 2, and 3.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I don't think it has a release date in the West just yet, but it doesn't matter because the game supports English. It even did on 3DS too.
Wow.
That's right.
DS. So I mean,
that's a rarity on the 3DS, isn't it? Like having English support in a Japanese game.
I remember it came out when I was on a foreign exchange, and I bought it, and I was able to spoil it for all my friends. It was
awesome. Awesome.
I think there are literally about 4 or 5 games on Japanese 3DS that have English language settings.
Yeah,
the thing that really
3 of them are Phoenix Wright games.
Yeah,
the Biohazard Resident Evil games, they had the English support, but the thing that really pissed me off is that data miners found that games like Smash, a lot of first party games on 3DS actually had English in it, but they purposefully locked it out and like didn't have it like as an option in the settings or menu. It literally was the English version was in there, but they just locked it out. So Smash literally has the English version in it, but they just don't let you play that. It's fucking bullshit.
Yep.
Those dark days are past.
Yeah. Thank God.
Thank God.
All right. Well, like I said, that pretty much wraps up all the stuff with the Japanese exclusives.
Right,
so
thanks for listening, everyone. So see you next time.
See you next time. No. So let's just go ahead and dive into the Direct in earnest with everything that was kind of announced worldwide.
Well, the Direct was pretty much over within the first 2 minutes for me.
Yeah. So
holy shit.
Right?
That was just like instant boner. Jesus Christ.
So, of course, we're talking about broners and boners. This is all because of Super Mario Maker 2 was shown off. It's set to be released in June 2019.
For the first like, what is it, 8 seconds, I thought it was the Super Nintendo not virtual console, what do you call it? Super Nintendo Online thing that, been rumored. Because it was like, oh, it's Mario World. Oh, shit. Mario World's, coming to the service or whatever. And then it stopped and then showed the menu and I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Man, that was amazing.
Like, I love this trailer just because I've never played Mario Maker, but even I know that ramps are such a big thing that complained was not in Mario Maker 1. Like the first section of this trailer was just ramps, just ramps going up, ramps going down.
Right,
Ramps.
You get ramps. Everyone gets ramps.
So it's like, that was good marketing. Good job, Nintendo.
Yeah, that looks like they've revamped the menus to fit. It was more like doing it all on the controller. I'm hoping that they're gonna have touchscreen as well, because I think I would prefer to play this. I'd prefer to design levels, using the touchscreen, and I would just buy like a what do you call it, a stylus. What's it called? A capacitive stylus. I'm sure someone like Cyrus has got one.
Yep.
So I mean, they're not very expensive these days, are they? And I think
for tenner.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back, how many episodes before when the Switch was announced or shown for the first time, and had a touchscreen and everything. When we first found out, I think one of the first things I thought about was like, oh my god, shit, Mario Maker's not going to work because it's not screen mirroring, right? And I was just thinking that, like, oh shit, how are they going to make Mario Maker work on this kind of device? And then I got thinking, well, maybe they could just like throw in a capacitive stylus with every copy of Mario Maker. I thought that's what they could do, and I still think that would be a good idea. How hard is it to make 50 cents for a stylus and throw it in? And if you download it, you can just buy it from the store or whatever.
Or like you said, I don't see why they wouldn't have touch controls with this. I mean, it just seems to be stupid if they wouldn't.
I think it is. I mean, some parts of this trailer kind of indicated that it was like that.
Yeah, I mean, looking at those looks like little dials, like little circular dials, where you just have to maybe scrolling through with the stick, which that's fine. That's nice, and that'll work. That's
good. I mean, that would have been nice in Mario Maker 1, because you've got the things at the top, and not all of the icons fit in the top, so you have to actually touch it, and then there's like 8 or something lines within that. But with this one, you don't need to do that. You just scroll through the radial dials very quickly. They've grouped them together like enemies, blocks, power-ups, and stuff like that. And obviously, it changes when you change the type of game that you're doing. Which you've got the same Mario 1, Mario 3, Mario World, and then 3D. What's it called? New
3D World.
3D, and then 3D World is the new one.
Yeah. I wonder how
they're gonna. A bit weird. Looks a bit weird to me because obviously it's a 3D game, but now it's like playing it from the side. I would have preferred if they'd gone further back in time, and done like a Game Boy one, maybe Mario Land 2 or something like that, or what other ones have they got? I mean, people want Mario Brothers USA, but that's a fundamentally different game.
Exactly.
It's like what you would spend hours putting where all the turnips are going to be, and then if you flicked it to Mario World, and all of that work would be gone. It'd be completely stupid. It just wouldn't work.
Yeah, they won't do that.
So that's never going to happen. And I wish people would stop asking for that because it's just not popular enough anyway.
I don't think that's the case. I just think it's like you said earlier, it doesn't fit with any of the other games. So
it's not Doki Doki Panic Maker, am I right?
right, that's coming next year. Yeah, and even on the little
Gotcha.
badge for 3D World, it did say Super Mario 3D World. I just saw it in the video.
Oh yeah, 100% is. But like, there's so many cool things. Like you can now like have the camera direction and stuff.
Mhm.
So you can have the camera kind of panning up. You know, some of the stages in Mario World did that. You know, like you're following like a train and you're kind of going up somewhere. And now they've got water, like, but not just like before you would just choose a water level or a land level, but now you can actually have, you know, water, you know, swimmable water, and then you can jump out of the water, which they didn't have before. So obviously you can set a lot of things within the stage, you know, things like that.
Yeah,
so it's very, very exciting. There's lots more layers of complexity they've added to it.
yeah, it's such a. I mean, okay, I have still have my box and all that stuff for my Wii U version. It's such a cool package, such a great game.
Nice.
It's great that it's seeing life again.
That's a sequel. That's the thing. It's not a Mario Maker DX, which is what I thought they were going to do for all this time. Yeah. But I guess they left it so long now, it kind of turned into Mario Maker 2, which I think is kind of what happened with Splatoon 2. I mean, they've never gone out and said that. I don't think they've ever said that in public, but they, you know, pretty much it was like a Splatoon DX, but then they added so much more stuff. It was like, okay, this could be Splatoon 2. I mean, Cyrus disagrees. It's the worst sequel ever or whatever, right? But
sure.
bad sequel, great game. I think that's what we always said, right?
Yep.
So, but you've never played Mario Maker, so you can't say that for this one because.
I can.
It's an awful sequel, I think, is what you said exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never played Mario Maker. Don't plan on getting this one either. I just don't like making levels.
Okay, well, I mean, you could download levels, you know.
Like in the chat, I can't pronounce this. Levanid said if they want to play a good 2D Mario, just play New Super Mario Brothers instead.
I think that was a hashtag High Patrol Get, wasn't it? I'm assuming.
Well, if you want to belittle our beloved listeners, that's up to you.
Hell yeah. Well, I think if I picked up Mario Maker, I would kind of focus on trying to beat the ultra hard levels that people make and put on YouTube.
Yeah. Right. Ty, I did that. Somebody made something. It was akin to like Meat Boy stuff, and I think the completion ratio on it was like so fucking low, like under 1%. I played it for like 3 hours and finally beat it.
There are some people, some streamers who exclusively play under 1% completion rate levels, don't they? Like if it gets over 1%, they just skip it. It's like too easy.
There's that really famous one where like nobody had beat it other than the guy who made it, and like the first guy that beat it was the Japanese guy that played it for like 8 hours. And like he cried on stream after he finished it. It was amazing.
8 hours? That's nothing. There are some levels that people dedicate
that day.
Right? Okay, wow, that's impressive. I mean, there are some levels that people have dedicated months, you know, to beating.
Right.
But anyway, very, very exciting, and the direct could only go downhill from now for me because nothing could top Mario Maker 2. At least that's what I thought at the beginning.
Mario Maker can go downhill now too.
Hey yo! At two stages as well. They've got steep and, you know, not so steep. Gentle. I think they call it gentle slope and steep slope.
Okay.
But it's good that they've added those as blocks, not as like a freeform thing. Because if you could just draw levels, you know, that would start, you know, things would start to get fucked up, right? So they've set it so, you know, levels will not get broken immediately, you know. So exciting.
Yeah. Very
exciting.
Yep,
so I wonder if that's it. I wonder if that's all the games that they're going to show, you know, in terms of like the types of Mario games that you can have in the game. I wonder if that's it, or if they've got more to reveal.
I don't know. I mean,
with the first one, I think they kept a few things secret, and then they revealed it later on, right?
I think with Nintendo's recent strategy of keeping their games alive, I think we'll see more and more stuff added, whether that's new graphical styles or something like that. I don't know. That'd be cool. You know, Mario Land or something like that.
So this is June this year. That was a crazy thing.
Yeah.
But Japan, did you say you've written here that there's no release date, so even June is not known in Japan.
No, sorry, I meant it. It's June also in Japan. There's no specific release date for either region. I don't think.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, but I would guess like mid to late June.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah,
fantastic.
Well, let's go ahead and move on to the next game. And Cyrus, do you want to reveal that for us?
Yeah, I can take this. So coming up next is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. So this is just more of what they've already shown on Ultimate Alliance, which is, all of the Marvel characters, Cinematic Universe, X-Men, you name it, they're all here. They're beating shit up. And,
Defenders.
So this trailer did focus particularly on the Avengers they hadn't shown before, the Guardians of the Galaxy. They showed a bunch of X-Men people, and a huge amount of time on Captain Marvel.
Imagine that. In theaters soon.
Right. Yeah. What else did they focus on? It was they showed it was local co-op 4-player and online, so that would be fun. I have a soft spot for this series, so I'll happily get this.
So Defenders is like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and stuff like that, right? I wonder if it'll be based on the TV show.
Has any game ever done that? Really? I mean,
no, but all the other guys kind of look like the movie versions, don't they?
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's just because that's what most of the people around the world know now right. Is Marvel. I think more people probably know Marvel through the movies than comic books at this point.
I'm pretty sure people.
It's a very coordinated marketing effort.
I'm pretty sure no one had heard of Jessica Jones before the TV show. So
yeah, I didn't.
So that means I would assume that she would look kind of like what's her name, Kristen something.
Sure.
Thank you. Yes,
Christian Bale. Got it.
Christian Bale. It's not a car.
Right. So this is set to come out in the summer. So Cyrus, you're pretty interested in this then?
Yeah, if I can get a bunch of people to play it, I think this game is only really fun co-op local.
Okay.
Unless you've got voice chat, which we don't. So
better set up the old Skype.
Hey, Xbox Live, baby.
Oh yeah, we're in there.
Yeah. Who knows what that means at this point, but we'll find out soon enough.
Can't wait to play that in 13 frames a second when 4 people are using all their special moves at the same time. Right?
Yeah. I mean, for me, it all there's so much crap coming out in the summertime. For me, it always just like, okay, I got to pick like 1 or 2 games, and it's just the matter of what the heck's going to make the cut. Not high on my priority list. I think it looks great though. This game looks incredibly cool.
There's only one game people are playing over summer.
Well, that's
right.
Yeah, and baseball. Well, that's Ty.
Yeah, I love baseball. What?
Right.
Next.
All right. Well, next little bit. Ty, do you want to? Well, actually, James, go ahead and read this next little bit.
Hi. I'm the guy who's played all of these Box Boy games. I should probably read this one. So yeah, Box Boy, Sayonara Box Boy was the last game on 3DS. Everyone thought he was dead, but he's back and he's got a girlfriend. Box Boy plus Box Girl. It's coming on April 25th. I think that's the first game on this list that's actually got an actual release date. It's going to retail for 11111.
Yeah.
Yen, which I guess is going to be $10 or I doubt they would make that $11. It's got 270 brand new stages and 2-player co-op, which you can play. And then I think the 2-player co-op stages were different. I'm not sure about that. They could be like unique. Like there's like 1-player levels and then there's co-op levels.
Hey, Ty, do you want to run that footage?
Oh, what footage? Oh, the footage we have. Yes, the footage.
And then there's got another story mode where you play as QD, which is the long box guy.
Right.
Which he was only in the background. He was always like in the menus. He's kind of like waving to people or whatever.
Yeah.
In the first games. So like this one looking at now, that's just Box Boy on his own.
Yeah.
But then Box Girl comes in.
She has a bow.
Yes.
That shows she's a girl.
Right. You see,
in real life.
You know what I mean here? Like a lot of the stages look very, very different. They've got like switches that you have to press at the same time, needing 2 people. So I think that the co-op adventure is unique. And obviously this guy, the fucking big guy, QD, he's obviously got his own completely unique stages.
Yeah.
So if you combine all 3 adventures together, it's 270, which is a lot. I mean, I don't know how many the first 3 games had. I mean, I played the shit out of the first 2. Like I 100% did both 1 and 2. So much that I kind of started seeing Box Boys, when I close my eyes at night.
Oh, it's one of those games, right?
Yeah. And then I felt like I didn't need to buy the 3rd one because I thought, well, okay, how many times can they recycle not recycle, but like how many ways can they, make these puzzles? I mean, they're all kind of variations on themselves. But so I kind of skipped the 3rd one. I know Danny's about to get something off his shelf.
Yes. No, I bought the physical. No. I opened this up. But no, it was really cool. I couldn't say no to this. I mean, it's a 3-pack of all 3 Box Boy games physical, and it came with an amiibo as well.
Is that amiibo available in the West?
No, I don't think so. I think it's Japan only.
Yeah, I checked it up. It's one of the most valuable amiibo you can buy.
Holy shit! Maybe I should sell this thing.
$150 in your hand, right there.
Holy shit! Okay.
Wow.
Cyrus, are you being ironic?
No, I'm not.
Holy shit!
Man,
holy shit!
Pays to be a hoarder sometimes, doesn't it?
Actually, yeah.
It was either $150 or $200 for Box Boy amiibo.
I think you say it's either $150 or $1.50.
Danny, can I buy that off you for like a couple of thousand yen? I really want to play it.
Great deal.
Actually, talking about finding valuable things, as you're rummaging through old shit. Viewers might actually notice that my room is kind of looking a bit more barren than it usually is. I usually got shelves behind me and things hanging. I'm moving house soon, and in fact, next episode I may not be on the episode because I'll be in a new house and we might not have internet yet. So unless I find, I don't know, a cafe to go in or something, it's probably not going to happen. But as I was digging through all my old games, I was throwing a lot of shit out, and I was like, why did I keep this? Things like, old DVDRs with like old TV episodes burnt on it. It's like, why the fuck am I, a lot of stuff has happened in the world since I moved into this place. Things like Netflix didn't exist, 5 years ago. So it's kind of weird. And I found this like little box, and I totally forgot I had it. And inside was about 7 or 8 mini CDs, not DVDs, mini CDs, audio CDs, like tiny little ones. And it was called, I think it was called Famicom Music Museum or Museum Collection. It was like Famicom Edition. And I remember this, I got this like literally when I first arrived in Japan. It was one of those, wow, I'm in Japan, oh my God, everything's amazing. And there's like, I can't remember if it was 7-Eleven or one of the convenience stores were selling these little packets. And it was like, you got like a little bit of candy and then a little mini CD inside with like, it's basically just game soundtracks, just like straight up, raw music from the game.
That's cool.
So, and there was like, Mario, little mini CD in your CD player, and you could listen to all the Mario 3 music. So I started collecting these because I'd go to my store, and it was like, I don't know how much it was, 200 yen or something. Like, you get a little bit of candy, and you get a nice little cute CD, and it's got beautiful little Famicom artwork on the front. So I started collecting. I think I got up to 6 or 7, and then one copy of one of the magazines. I think it was Nintendo Dream, which is for kids, and I don't usually buy it, But I thought, and I saw it, and there was one of these little mini CDs on Nintendo Dream. I was like, holy shit, that's like a one I've never seen before. So I bought Nintendo Dream just for that. Danny's got 64 Dream.
I don't buy it. That's some stuff for kids.
Danny's literally subscribed to it. So I bought the magazine just for this little Famicom disc. I can't remember what game. Maybe it was Gyromite. I think that we were talking about Gyromite quite recently, weren't we? Anyway. So I bought that, and I put them all in this little box, and I put it away, and I completely forgot about it. And I just found them like yesterday, and I was like, oh man, do I need these? Shall I just throw these out? And I thought, wait a sec, before I throw them out, I'll just look on eBay. and I checked, like I put one in. I put one in whatever it was, Excite Bike, and it was like 2,000 yen. I was like, holy shit, I got this for 200 yen. That was like 2,000 yen. It's like 10 times the value. And I was like, okay, next, Mario Brothers 3, and it was like 5,000 yen. I was like, holy shit, is this a rare one or something? I thought they're all numbered. They've got a little number at the bottom. And then I put the Nintendo Dream one in, which is the one that was only on a magazine for one issue. And it came up, and it was something like, I think it was like about $60. And I was like, what? For this little tiny CD thing that I was about to throw out? So I was like, okay, I'll just put these CDs back, and I think they'll be going on eBay soon. So that was just a completely random thing that just happened. So yeah, always check eBay before throwing all that shit out.
Or just send it to me.
Or just give it to Danny, which I have done. I sent a package to Danny recently with a whole bunch of shit that I don't want. I mean, cool stuff that Danny wants.
Oh, it's going to look great in here. All right. Well, let's continue to move on. If we keep going at this pace, we're probably going to be done by, get done.
Don't worry, I don't have stories for every single thing.
I know.
But let me tell you about the next one.
Yeah. Well, the next little bit of news here. So we have a little peek into Smash Brothers Ultimate. The 3.0 update is coming this spring, and Joker is also coming with this update. Did you guys?
I don't know what the point of this was. It was just to remind people. It's like, yeah, Smash, it's a thing. Moving on.
Yeah, well, 3.0 indicates something big, right?
Well,
yeah. Like I would be inclined to think a balance update.
Yeah, I'm guessing balance updates, including Joker, a million new spirits. That's about it.
Spirit. No, I was thinking like a little, not something major, but just like a single player mode, something like
the targets.
Yeah. Oh, what was the baseball bat one called? Sandbag one.
Yeah,
something along those lines.
Home run contest or whatever.
Yes, thank you. Something along those lines, not something massive, but just something like we're adding this mode in. It's like, oh, cool, something like that.
Story mode, chapter 2, 60 more hours.
Right.
Full of expensive CG scenes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think it'll be like DLC. It'll be like Joker, balance updates, a little bit of single player content added, and then maybe a hint about the next DLC character.
Yeah. Well, if you watch us on YouTube, you've probably seen James. He put together a shitload of Smash Brothers videos detailing characters and stages and stuff. And
I thought I was done. I guess not.
It's
got to do one for Joker next.
It's never going to end, man.
No, it's got five more, right?
Yeah.
In season 1.
Yeah. 15 seasons later.
There we go.
But, all right,
the series coming soon.
Let's move on to the next one. Cyrus, do you want to talk about this one? Can you take this?
Yeah. So coming up next is Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. So that's getting an update, which is a free update, and new paid DLC. So the free update is going to add co-op support, and that'll just add it to every level in the game, I'm guessing, is that part.
Yeah.
But then the DLC is like new levels, new courses, all that stuff. And you can pre-order the DLC right now, and it will be available March 14th.
Yeah,
So this game didn't have co-op?
It did.
It had like Mario Galaxy co-op, where one person could had a pointer or something.
Right.
Throw turnips.
Girlfriend mode.
And yeah, it literally. I mean, throw turnips, and you could tap bad guys, and they won't move and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, okay, that rings a bell.
It's funny because this game, there was an eShop sale. I think it's about to end today, and it's like all co-op games. And Captain Toad Treasure Tracker was listed as a top billing, and I was
wait a minute,
this is a really strange co-op game because it's barely got co-op. Why is this heading it? And then the direct came out, and I was like, oh, I get it. Okay.
Boom, mind blown.
Yeah. I was checking this out on the eShop, and first I was trying to find just the DLC alone, but it's front and center on there as a bundle. And then you click into it, and from what I saw, the DLC doesn't even look like it's that expensive, under 1,000 yen, under $10.
I thought it was supposed to be $8.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, because it's about 850 yen or something.
Right. So just add a bit of extra on there, 850.
Right.
Goes to Japan.
Yeah, I'm on the fence with this game. This might tilt me over to buying it, but not quite yet. But
you've never played this? Any version, Cyrus?
Just the free demo that's available.
Okay.
Oh, it's brilliant. I mean, it's a shame, not a shame, but because I played and did literally everything in this game on Wii U, I can't really justify buying it all again on Switch, because I very rarely, if ever, replay games. So I'm sure there are lots of people.
Odyssey levels and now 18 new challenges.
I mean, what is that, like 25 levels in total that I haven't played? It's like 90 stages I have played, and then 20 new ones that I haven't played. It's like, well, no, I'm good. And it's weird because they took out the Mario 3D World ones and replaced them with Odyssey ones. Yeah. So you actually, in the end, it might actually be round about the same as the Wii U version.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, maybe that's something they'll add with Mario 3D World being a thing in Mario Maker. Maybe they'll just be, look, we're gonna sell you some stuff that you already had on the old version. Here you go.
Ah, good point. Because the whole point was that if you had the save file on your Wii U, it unlocked it automatically, right?
Yeah.
So if you got this Mario Maker save file, Mario Maker 2 save file, it might unlock it. Who knows? That would make sense.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of cool that they just in general, even though I'm not going to get it, but like that they're doing DLC for a game, that's been out for a while, and they're just like, injecting it with new DLC. That's cool.
Yeah.
Kind of gives you hope for other games, like Odyssey or whatever,
Yeah. Mario Party.
Hey, yeah. I don't even know if that game's even had an update.
Nope.
Like it's still at 1.0. Yeah.
Does it need an update?
Desperately.
Oh, does it? Okay. I've only played it for like 3 hours. Got the cool Joy-Cons too. They have things. It's like so many things are just right in my range. I can just pull out and they're relevant today. It feels good.
Didn't you have just said I got some cool Joy-Cons and a game with it? That's how you bought it. That's why you bought it.
Moving on.
Notice I was not saying no.
Yeah. Moving on. Ty, this one's right up your alley. Do you want to talk about this one for us?
Hell yeah. I was talking about this in our pre-podcast rabble rousing. Yeah, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I need it in my hands right now. Let's see. They showed some more gameplay. Saw the main character Miriam beating the hell out of monsters. Set to hit summer 2019. Yep. Yeah. So at some point it was delayed, like all the games I crowdfund. That's just how it goes.
Yeah. Well, at least it's coming.
This was the first time I'd seen this version like running. Like I didn't know they had actual gameplay of this game out.
Could have swore they showed something sometime.
Yeah, like I get all the crowdfunding updates. They're pretty good about updates, and they have a lot of fun stuff in them.
If you search for Bloodstained in YouTube now, you mainly get the 8-bit version, don't you?
Yeah, that's the thing.
I think my video comes right at the top if you search. It's got the most views and the most comments.
You could probably go to the crowdfunding page and just sign up for updates without paying anything, right? Because they're pretty good. I would recommend doing it if you're interested in this game.
They're posting gameplay videos.
Yeah, regularly. They send like a lot of like concept art and fan art and a lot of words about development.
Huh. Interesting.
But video also.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's always worrying when all you get is concept video. Concept art, and you're like, well, where's the actual fucking gameplay?
No, they talk about the stuff they're doing, so they're pretty reassuring.
Okay.
Yeah, I threw out Iga's business card when I was throwing out my shit.
Rest in peace.
Koji Igarashi, my best mate.
Sorry, dog.
That's right. I don't need this shit. I'm not going to be emailing Igarashi.
Never know, man. Well, moving on here. This is something that James actually tried out recently. Dragon Quest Builders 2 coming out in the West on July 12th. This thing's been out in Japan since like late December, though. So, James, what did you think?
The demo's been out. Has it been out for a while? Well, no. The Dragon Quest Builders 2 came out in July, but I think the demo is relatively new in Japan.
Oh, okay. Like I said, the game came out like December 27th or something. So.
Right. I don't think they released it, game and demo on the same day, which is weird. Okay. I tried out the demo because it was mentioned here, but they haven't added English to this version yet. So I guess there's kind of separate, language locked, as I like to say, and I coined that phrase, trademark it. So it's only in Japanese at the moment. I liked the first one. I mean, I played the demo of the first one for like maybe like a couple of hours. I remember one of our very first streams. You know, once we got our YouTube page all set up and everything. Twitch page set up. There was a lot of talking, and there was a lot of kind of back and forth, like, you know, talk to this guy. Okay, now you can talk to this guy, but now you should go back and talk to the other guy. And it was like, it was only on this little pirate ship. I'm talking about the second one here. Yeah. And I was just like going back and forth between these guys. It was basically like a tutorial. Like, it's just just fucking give me my sword already, or give me my hammer or whatever. Because you start off, you can't even punch, you can't even grab. You know, it's like, okay, now you can punch stuff. You know, and punch this. So yeah, it was a little bit annoying, a little bit boring. Because it was literally on the ship. Because in the first one, you start off in, like, you know, in a forest, and it immediately feels like a Zelda game. You can go anywhere you want, kill monsters, do all sorts of crazy stuff, and it's got like a day and night cycle and stuff, and all sorts of exciting things are happening. But in this one, it's a very, very slow start, so it wasn't a very good demo, unfortunately.
Okay,
and you can't save it either. So.
Yeah. Well, continuing on this Dragon Quest train, there was a trailer, allegedly gameplay, for Dragon Quest XI, S, Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. I don't know where this S goes here, but it's somewhere.
It's in the background behind all the other words.
Yeah, so I couldn't do that on the text and the agenda, so let's just use our imaginations and do that. But yeah, so I mean, the game overall looks basically kind of like that PS4 version, but it has the extra added caveat that you can actually change the graphical style and the music on the fly, which is really cool. So it takes the best parts of basically both the PS4 version and the 3DS version, which is pretty cool. And
yeah, I have to eat a little bit of crow here because, well, first of all, I thought this game would never come out.
Yep.
And it still doesn't have a release date, a specific release date yet.
Yeah, fall. I mean, it could slip. Who knows?
That's late. That's late 2019, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, for a game that was announced before the Switch was even called the Switch, but this is very, very clever doing this, because not only are you going to sell it to people in the West, because it's going to have English voice and it's going to have Japanese voice and it's going to have orchestral music, which wasn't in the Japanese version. It wasn't in any version up until now. It's got all that good stuff, and then it's got the 2D, which is not available in English, because that was in the 3DS, which is Japanese only. Because a lot of people were thinking, well, we're never going to get that. We're never going to see the 3DS one, so all of that 2D, stuff is gone to waste. But no, here it is in the Switch version. So they not only they're going to sell it to all the people in the West, they're going to sell it again to people in Japan, because people are going to rebuy this, because it's got too much good stuff added.
Yeah, I have the 3DS version. I played it for 2 hours.
That's pretty par for the course. Basically how long it takes to finish a Dragon Quest game.
Yeah, 280, whatever. Yeah. But they were talking about this on Retronauts. I mean, Retronauts, they very rarely talk about new games, but they were kind of doing like a Dragon Quest history / review of Dragon Quest 11, and it sounds like it's a really good game. It's a really good RPG, and actually a really good game to introduce people to Dragon Quest. And they were kind of almost selling me on the game. I was like, holy shit, they're like, am I going to buy a Dragon Quest game? And then I saw this thing and I was like, holy shit, this looks great. It's the closest I've been to thinking about possibly buying it. Buying a Dragon Quest game is this. They're doing something right. But it's weird to me that the Japanese versions are so much worse than the English versions. I mean, they were talking about this on Retronauts. Like the Japanese version is like you can't run, and it's got MIDI music. But then the English version has got the add a run button, and they've got orchestral music. It's like really weird things like that. It's like the Japanese fans just get like shafted.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, are you talking about specifically for 11, or just like in general?
Yeah. Other Dragon Quest games have had similar, not exactly the same, but similar things done to them.
Yeah.
Like the Western version has been better.
Yeah, it's probably because it comes out here first, and then you get feedback, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, they're usually quite late, aren't they?
Yeah.
But the thing with the orchestrated music is weird because like the composer is like some kind of, I don't know, Nazi sympathizing psychopath who doesn't want his music in the games or whatever. Which is weird. Like why would you hire this guy to do your music if he's not going to let you have orchestral music in the game? It's weird. Take him out back and shoot him in the head.
God.
Right?
All right. Well, thinking about...
No, don't do that, though.
Yeah, say, speaking of going out back and shooting somebody in the head, Ty, how about you read this?
Oh, yeah, that's a good segue, because that's what I felt like when this bit came up.
Right.
Yeah, Disney Tsum Tsum Festival. It's kawaii.
Yes.
Kawaii.
Kawaii.
Kawaii or kawaii? It's not important. The difference is minute for this game.
Yeah, it's coming sometime 2019. Who cares? I don't know. I looked at it. I thought it looked cute. Whatever. Yeah. I would give it a try if it's free. Yeah. See what the hype is about. Is it free?
I doubt it.
Well, yeah. Well, as the Japan podcast, we should mention that Tsum Tsum is like everyone is playing this game.
Yeah, like fucking elderly people I know played Tsum Tsum.
Yeah, but not only girls, but like I see, boys of many ages playing this game too.
Yeah, there's merch all over the place for this stuff too.
Yeah,
it's a little chibified version of the Disney character, isn't it?
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, about the game, I mean, it seems kind of like it's mini games plus like the regular Tsum Tsum stuff that you can actually play in Tate mode, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just yeah.
Vertical.
Excuse me, Tate mode.
Tate mode is this? They said that on the Giant Bomb podcast. I know. Tater tots.
If you're listening and you say Tate, let me learn you a thing or two. It's Tate. So,
yeah. Well, you can't blame people. I mean,
I know.
People write it. They should, like anime. You should put a little accent over the last E.
Yeah,
that would help people.
Like put like TAHTAY, Tate.
Yeah.
So people would know.
Taddy.
If you've ever played a classic NES game, Legend of Cage, you should be alerted that it's Legend of Kage.
Yeah, I've played that. And I was curious because I think I just started studying Japanese at the time, thinking, wait a minute, or Kage?
Yeah,
Cage
and I didn't know until
they just added to Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know which one it was until right now. Thank you.
There you go.
My favorite Mortal Kombat character, Johnny Kage.
No.
Let's play some Ninja Gaiden next.
Yeah, that's the shit right there.
Yeah,
that's right. Actually, me and Danny did play a bit of Gaiden, didn't we?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So next up, there was a little bit of an update for Starlink Battle for Atlas. A big update's coming in April 2019. It's going to add some Star Wolf story missions, as well as the ability to play as the other members of the Fox team, Slippy, Peppy, and Falco. Obviously, this update is only coming to the Switch. Oddly enough, the game, I think I've talked about this in the show before, it's not available yet in Japan. It comes out at the tail end of April, and I double-checked the Japanese Direct. They showed off like just another trailer and talked about it, but they didn't say anything about this specific update. So
yeah, they're not going to talk about the 2.0 update when they haven't even got 1.0 yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I didn't know if they were just going to like say, fuck it, let's just put this in there from the beginning for everybody.
I didn't know that the other members weren't playable from the start. So it's only Fox from the start.
Yeah, but the other members are there. You can talk to them, and they're flying around with you and stuff too.
And also got a racing game, right? A racing component to it.
Yeah, that's a thing too, right?
I wonder if that got me thinking, is that the Star Fox racing game rumor that kind of got jumbled up or something?
Yeah, it could be.
Racing as all the guys, but you're in, whatever, Starlink world, whatever it's called. Danny, the lore, right?
Played it a lot, right? The game. I'm all about it.
So this is a free update, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm definitely thinking about buying it.
It's cool, man. I mean, I
like me some Star Fox.
It's the best Star Fox game that's came out in years. Maybe even better than the old ones. I don't know. But
that's right. Third parties do what Nintendo don't.
Right.
Yeah, as soon as it goes on sale, the digital version, I'll totally pick it up.
Yeah, I picked it up on a sale over Christmas. I think it was only like less than $30.
Was that in America?
I think that was the American eShop.
Oh,
you
you
got
got the eShop version?
What's that?
You got the eShop version?
Yeah. I don't need the physical shit for that.
No, because if you're in America, you might be able to get a physical one for like $20 with
yeah,
the
but
toys.
it's missing all the content. If you buy a physical game, it doesn't have all the ships. If you buy the digital one, it does.
That's so weird.
Well, neither version exists in Japan yet, but yeah, I often hear Americans, talking about how it's so dirt cheap. I got it for $19.99 or whatever. In Japan it's going to be like 6,000 yen or whatever.
It's €20 here in the stores here too, but they are banking on people not realizing that it's missing most of the game when you buy that starter kit.
Yeah, I think the starter kit here is almost like 10,000 yen. Yeah, no joke. It's maybe like 9,000. Yeah, I saw it like on the trailer.
Holy shit!
That maybe that's the one at the stores. I don't know, but I mean, even the baseline one's like maybe 6,000 or 7,000. So ain't cheap.
Man.
But
I'll probably have to end up getting the European version.
Yeah. But
I do.
Moving on, Ty, do you want to take this one?
Oh, where the hell are we? Rune Factory?
Yep.
What?
What's a Rune Factory?
Yeah, what's a Rune? No, I'm literally asking, like, what's Rune Factory? This is Rune Factory 4 Special. It sounds like a cold Japanese arcade game, but I have no idea what it actually is.
Yep.
I like the comments on our agenda here. Does anyone actually care? Are you actually reading this, or is it just me? Coming later this year.
Well, the title is just cool enough that I'm going to look it up on YouTube.
It's isn't it like Harvest Moon mixed with an RPG?
Basically, it's like, I think it's Marvelous Entertainment that used to be part of Natsume and part of like the they made the Harvest Moon / Bokujo Monogatari games, but
it's described as a heartfelt adventure. There's a lot of anime shit, and then you hit monsters and numbers come out. So I'm done.
Yeah.
Ty's favorite thing.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep. Speaking of
the fifth one as well was mentioned, right?
Was it?
This is a remake of one that already exists on PS4.
Yeah.
But then they're releasing the sequel, which isn't out yet, also on Switch.
There it is.
There it is.
Well, speaking of numbers flying all over the place, Ty's favorite genre. Cyrus, do you want to take this next little bit here?
Absolutely. So, Oninaki. So, this one. So, Oninaki is a new RPG from Square Enix. It's set to come down this summer. Players take control of Kagachi and hunt down lost souls. You can flip between the worlds, the living and the dead. So, this is from the same developers who made, like, I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphere, wasn't it?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, so, I have not gotten around to picking up...
Right.
Yeah, they
$10
were
RPG.
like... When there was no other RPGs in the system, they were hot stuff.
Yeah.
Now there's choices. I don't think anyone wants to play those games.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like with those two games in particular, it's like, yeah, there weren't that many RPGs. People that played it are kind of like, it's an RPG on my Switch. It's a
200-hour RPG that for like $15, but there's only 5 hours of content in it.
Right. I don't know.
Do the math.
Yeah, Square Enix. Who knows? Maybe it's just this team can only make mid-tier stuff and just can't quite go further than that. Who knows?
Some people like this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not saying it's like a piece of garbage. Well, nobody's played it, but it looks interesting.
It kind of amazes me, like people who are really into JRPGs, like who just play one after the other. It's like, how do you have time to have a life outside video games if you're only playing JRPGs in your life? Like seriously, like 100-hour RPG. Done. Yeah. Next one.
Right.
Well,
speaking of next one, Yoshi's Crafted World. Basically, they were showing a trailer and stuff. But the most important thing is they said, hey, we got a demo right now that you can check out. And some of us have played it. Ty, I know you have.
Wait, I love yarn games.
This is Crafts. Thank you very much. Take all the garbage, like cardboard boxes and dirty snot tissue, and just throw it on a table, and you got this game.
I do enough of that in real life.
Okay. No.
So we were talking about this probably the last episode, and I think we're all kind of down on it. And I think I was the one closest to not being less down on it. I'll give it a chance kind of thing. And that's exactly what I did.
Dude, I wasn't down on it.
Okay, I think you were the most down on it, probably.
Probably me.
So yeah, I checked out the demo. I streamed the whole thing, and yeah, I actually. Well, you could. It's probably best to just watch my stream because you can kind of hear my thoughts as I'm playing it, in real time. But yeah, I was impressed. I actually came out. Actually, it worked as a demo. It worked. The demo is supposed to sell you on a game, right? Or like at least improve your initial thoughts about a game, and that's exactly what it did. I was very apprehensive going in. Not a fan of this art style. Is it just going to be this? Is it the same as Yoshi's Woolly World or whatever? And all my fears were relieved. It was, yeah, I was pleasantly surprised, and the art style was not like I thought it was. It actually looks very crisp and very, very cute, and it worked. And they've got like new mechanics, like you can shoot eggs in the background now and foreground, and that worked quite well. I mean, the tutorial, there was no tutorial. The demo didn't teach you any of this, but yeah, you can find out in my stream. But like, I pretty much worked it out on the fly, and yeah, it's much enjoyed. Much enjoyed.
Cyrus, did you get a chance to try this out?
So I downloaded the demo, but I was really busy this weekend, so haven't gotten around to it.
Okay. Yeah, I downloaded it like immediately after the direct, and I just played it before the show. And yeah, I mean, I think it looks great. It plays fantastically. It's a little bit different with the eggs because I think in Woolly World, didn't you have to press the triggers to do that? Does anybody remember? Ty?
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay, I don't know, but it is nice because you can press X if you want to, and you could actually control the trajectory of the eggs. So I think maybe in that one, it's just like going back and forth, and you just have to like hit the button at the right time, which that's fine.
Mode. Put it on pro mode.
No. I'm saying on Woolly World.
No. Both. All Yoshi games have what's it called? Patient or hasty? Hasty is pro mode. It basically hold point where you want it and release. If you do the kind of up down, that's the baby mode, and you have to kind of like time it the way you want to hit it.
I just guess I wasn't paying attention. But you had to play that way.
Yeah, you got to put on hasty.
Okay. Well,
which I did. That's good.
The next one was maybe one of the longest things of the whole Nintendo Direct, and that was that was a deep look at Fire Emblem Three Houses. Anybody interested in this game on our little panel of young, not so young men?
Not at all.
This is the only bit where I skipped.
Okay.
I may have some interjection here about how I believe Fire Emblem is more popular in Japan than anybody knows.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah, like I'm totally down for Fire Emblem as long as it keeps funding Smash Brothers games. They can keep producing them.
Yeah.
But like all of my friends on Twitter are going gaga over this game. It's got everything Fire Emblem people want. I'm sure it'll be good. It's just not for me.
All right, let me tell you guys something. At the last Comic Con I was at, there was an official booth for just Fire Emblem stuff.
Oh.
And multiple people asked me to go and fucking get stuff from it. And there was a multi-hour line. And stuff sold out. Don't sleep on Fire Emblem, guys.
So you're saying you get a Switch just for Fire Emblem?
No, I'm not. I don't give a fuck.
I like how
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I like how people immediately like collated the three houses. So each house is like a royal family, and it's a school, and all the three head guys look like the three gym leaders from Pokemon Go. It's like the yellow one, the red one, the blue one, and that.
So you all kill each other, but by the end of the game, you're all friends. Probably that's my guess. Because at least all three paths are in the same game this time. You don't have to buy 3 games like you did with the 3DS one, right?
Right. Yeah. That's thank God. Thank God they didn't do that. Because I mean, Jesus Christ. But then again, too, I mean, those are on a handheld machine. I mean, Switch is both, but I think they would have had a hard time justifying 2 versions for that. I mean, it's not Pokemon. So
that's right. Intelligent systems. They like making the Fire Emblems.
Always Fire Emblem, never Advance Wars.
It's okay. We got 2 good Advance War games on Switch now.
Yeah.
They don't have the word Advance Wars in the title.
I was actually considering, like, before this direct, I'm like, oh, maybe I will get this Fire Emblem and finally dip my toe in it. But the narrative setup where it's like you're in a school, I hate that so much in RPGs.
Okay.
Right?
It's just like, and that turned me off completely. I'm just like, nah, I guess I'm skipping this one too.
Because it reminds you of when you were a teacher in Japan?
No, I like that. I miss that. Take me back. But no, there's games like a Final Fantasy school bullshit game. I can't remember what it was.
Oh,
not
8.
I was thinking 8.
Was that at school? Jesus.
Yeah, that's the school. Also bad, but there's just like, I've never played a fantasy game where it's like you're in this amazing fantasy world full of like fucking sky starships and monsters. Like, but you're a student now because you, as a student playing this, relate to this and wish your life was this fun. And I'm like, I'm sick of this. I hate this trope.
Everyone in Japan is a student of some kind.
Yes. Yeah. So, nope. Next Fire Emblem, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. What I saw, I wasn't over the moon about or anything. I guess what I was kind of hoping, like in my head, I was picturing it kind of like open, like Zelda, where you can go wherever the hell you want, but then still have kind of like the traditional type of battles. I don't know. That's probably too much to ask for though, with this kind of a game.
It is more RPG than something like Advance Wars. Advance Wars is very much straight in with the gameplay, and then you're out. Quick cutscene next, thing. But this one, Fire Emblem, there is more of an RPG-ness to it, like leveling up characters and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
There's no leveling up in Advance Wars.
Right. Like every level in Advance Wars is its own thing.
Right. Advance Wars is like chess.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem is like, I don't know, Dungeons
leveling
and
bullshit.
Right. Numbers fly off people when you hit them as well. So
no.
Insta buy for tie.
Well, for listeners or viewers out there, if you're excited about Fire Emblem, this one, or just Fire Emblem just in general, please drop us a line. Tell us why. Why do you like the series? What do you think looks great about this game? Yeah, we would like to know.
Fukazetsu Getsu is the Japanese title.
Just tell me what your waifu is.
Right. That'll work too.
In Fire Emblem, there's no waifus, there's only husbandos.
Well, Ty, who's your husbando?
Oh no! No!
Crom. It's Crom.
It's Roy. Roy's my boy.
I just remembered the long post about this guy on Reddit thought like
was stealing his girlfriend.
His girlfriend was ignoring him for a video game character, and it turned out to be Crom.
Somebody posted a Super Smash Brothers screenshot of all the characters fighting against each other. Actually, similar. We have one on our YouTube channel that I did, but like all the characters' names are there, and Roy. And the first glance, you're like, oh yeah, Mars, Crom, Roy, whatever. But then if you took a second glance at it, Roy is actually the Koopa Kid Roy.
Well, you rely on your application, and you still get the job.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things where you kind of like double take and wait a sec, what?
Awesome.
Man, that took me a long time to make the Fire Emblem version of that Smash video. So many fucking characters.
Come on, guys, we've got to move on. MVP of the Direct is up next.
Yeah, Size, do you want to take this?
Yeah. So this game came out of fucking nowhere. It's Tetris 99.
Tetris Battle Royale, boys.
Yeah, so those who've somehow missed this, it's a free Nintendo Switch online game. It's online version of Tetris where you compete against 98 other players to be the last Tetris player standing. And I think even last show I was talking about how I was just burnt out on Battle Royale games in general.
Right.
And Tetris 99 is perfect. It's so good, this Tetris. Tetris is already basically a perfect game, and this is just icing on a perfect game. So, good job, whoever made this Tetris company.
Hell yeah. I saw this on Scrub Quotes. The first place. And somebody tweeted, "It's cool that Tetris went from being a fun puzzle game that anybody could play to an esoteric nightmare with hidden advanced mechanics that need to be mastered to be seen as a competent player." Sounds like baby's first online experience.
Yeah,
It's me.
There was a great tweet I saw where it was like, you know, it's like Sony says, it's like, yeah, so we're giving you Tetris Effect. It's a chilled out game where you can, you know, just sit down and enjoy the ambience playing Tetris at your own pace. And then it's like Nintendo says, it was like, all 99 of you get into this room, throws a single T block. Only one of you fuckers leaving here alive. Yeah.
Looks cool.
Yeah, I've been having a great time with this too.
Yeah. Me too. Oh, watching. Is this my gameplay?
Yep,
I think it is. On this video, you can actually see the one problem I have. Well, not with this game. It's not the game's fault. It's
this is your gameplay? I was about to remark how bad this person was.
you can still do that.
I will.
Yeah, I think I get like 40th or something on this one, and I get 20th on the second video. Second part of the video.
You don't even deserve that. Come on.
The Pro Controller. Holy shit. We have to talk about the Pro Controller. So the last time I complained about the Pro Controller was when I was playing Pac-Man Championship Edition 2. It's basically any game where you have to use the D-pad and it has to involve like quick responses. This D-pad just fails completely. If you just want to like push up and down occasionally for like, you know, selecting your weapon, it's completely fine.
Yeah.
When motion, you know, or not, what do you call it, character movement or whatever, like puzzle moving requires it, it's absolutely useless. And I don't know if it's this part of the video or the second part, but like you'll see me just put a block in a completely random place and you're like, why the fuck did I do that? I didn't do that. I pushed left and it pushed up left and then slammed the block down. Yeah, I didn't want to do that.
Now seems like a good time to endorse fucking building your own arcade stick.
Yeah. Man, I'm getting fucking deja vu here. But
I'll show you how. It's easy.
So yeah, it's not good. So
yeah, and I've been watching my wife play it. She's her top score is 3. She's gotten to 3, not 1 yet. It's getting there. But yeah, that Pro Controller issue has really been plaguing her. The tapping.
You're making it play with the Pro Controller. So
because my left Joy-Con is broken, so she can't use it to play it. It's even worse.
Wow. So me and Cyrus have very similar situations. So if you look at my Switch at the moment, I'm actually missing my left Joy-Con as well because I've sent it off to repair to Nintendo in Kyoto. I actually got an email today saying that they received my Joy-Con and they're repairing it. So I couldn't play with that even if I wanted to. So I have to use the Pro Controller. So
gross.
Doomed to failure.
Yeah.
I bought a repair kit. Hopefully in a few weeks I'll be able to fix it myself.
So what's all of our highest places that we got in this?
Mine's 11.
Okay.
If everybody plays like this, I'm gonna get first on like my first try.
Sorry, did you just say?
Oh, mine. I don't. Well, my wife is third, so I'm just gonna live through her.
Okay, well, there you go.
See, Cyrus hasn't actually revealed what his highest is yet. He keeps.
I don't want to embarrass everyone.
Yeah. My first time through. My first time through, I got 10th, and then it was a long road until I got it again. Just the other day, I posted on Twitter about it because, like, I think the last time I got up that high, the blocks weren't moving that fast. It was okay, but like when I got there the other day, I mean, they were just flying down. Like I couldn't even like keep up. My brain just can't do it, you know.
Yeah, it speeds up dramatically at 50 and then gets faster and faster with each one after that, doesn't it? Like 40, 30, 20, 10, like it gets incredibly fast.
Yeah,
like
and
top,
I mean,
top 10, it's mental.
You got to manage like the attackers, the KO thing, badges, like all that stuff with that right stick. And if you're not, if you're just doing random, then that's not very conducive to getting good score.
So the lines that point down and then say danger at the bottom, that's like people are attacking you.
Yeah.
And you can have several people attacking you. So you'll just get 4 sets of garbage thrown at you at once. It's like doom, 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 like gray, 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 gray. And it's just like suddenly a whole screen just fills up.
Yeah. So it really behooves you to take advantage of that thing too. If you see some scrub that's about to die, you can manually go over to that, or you can just click KO until it looks like it's on a person that you want to murder, and boom, there you go.
But doing that while playing an incredibly fast game, is quite hard.
There is another hidden thing: is that if you're getting attacked by a bunch of players, every time you send blocks back, it sends more back if you've got more people targeting you.
Huh.
So
cool.
So it's actually a benefit if you have like 1 million players targeting you and you get off a chain at the right time.
Huh.
Nice. Yeah.
Did you guys ever play Tetranet?
No.
Nope.
I just had that mentioned on the Giant Bomb podcast.
Okay, so let me tell you about Tetranet. It was basically this, and it was a free game that played on IRC servers, and this shit existed in like 1997.
Wow.
And it was extremely fucking good, and I'm sure you can find it and play it right now if you get some IRC people together. Yeah, we can totally play it later.
IRC people together.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Ty, just buy a fucking Switch already, you fucking maniac. Stop being a whiny
I played this
tightwad.
50 fucking years ago.
James, I just saw your piece where that straight one just went down in the middle of you. You were setting it up for like a Tetris or the full thing, and boom,
yeah,
we
just saw my D-pad fuck up right there.
Yeah.
But everyone in the world is playing this except Ty, and it's great.
Yeah, I'm clearly too good for it.
Right. Right. All right. Well, yeah, I think we all really like this game. Ty, you'd like it if you played it. I know you would.
Yeah, I would. I can't wait to like fucking wipe the floor with these assholes.
Yeah, dude, it's so satisfying just to to take people out and get like higher and higher on the list and then fail and feel like a fucking
I wonder if there is matchmaking to it, like because you can get earn these badges, can't you?
Yeah, you earn levels, and your icon changes the higher level you are. So
yeah, I'm gonna like invite myself to one of your houses, and I'm gonna bring along my fucking arcade stick. I'm gonna go to town.
I found that I have more luck with just the Joy-Con actually playing, but
oh, nice.
Well, this is it's accurate. You press right. There's no accidentally up right, up left, is there? Because they're separated.
What I'm curious with this is like that. This came out of nowhere, and everyone's complaining about the lack of value for Switch Online. So I wonder, is this like a thing that's going to be happening in future? More Switch Online only games that just come out like this.
Yeah, like a free monthly game, huh? I wonder what that would be like.
Right. Yeah. Man, I recovered pretty well after my fucking D-pad fuck up here.
Yeah.
I'm about to die at 20 though. Well, yeah, so you can see it's speeding up a lot.
Yeah.
So next, what was next?
Breakneck speed.
Yep. So
Dead by Daylight. Yes.
Yeah, Ty, you want to talk a little bit about Dead by Daylight?
Yeah. I played this game for like a solid weekend. Yeah. So Dead by Daylight is coming out by Switch. That's actually really fucking cool, actually.
Is this just the poor man's Friday the 13th, or is it better, or what do you think?
It's generally better.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Friday the 13th is the poor man's Friday the 13th.
Okay, because I mean, Ty, you showed me like some kind of glitter thing that happened to.
Oh yeah, that's just like in that one level in like the single player content they added.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Okay,
I like the highly ridiculous bugs. It's extremely cherry picked.
Yeah. But, I like how Ty is transformed into Tetris 99.
Oh yeah, Jesus. All right, let's just clear that. All right, it's me.
You're good, man.
All right, Dead by Daylight. Yeah. So Dead by Daylight, you have 4 survivors and one giant murder.
Right, this game. Right.
Yeah, that game, and it's fun. Because you get to be the big scary movie monster or the person that runs away, and you go and you run around and you kill everyone.
I like the Nintendo commentator's kind of family-friendly version of this. He was trying to avoid using words like murder or kill or something.
Yeah,
like take turns in being the bad guy.
Yeah,
chasing your friends.
You hit them with a machete and you put them on a meat hook.
Try and chase your friends. Have fun. Have
fun. Yeah, it's fun. I would endorse it. I actually never bought it because of my ongoing embargo against the fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Progression systems.
Oh, Oh, this has that?
Yeah, it has that, but I don't know. I'm starting to come around on it. Like, it's not as bad because it's like an asymmetrical multiplayer game, as opposed to like a strictly like head-to-head kind of thing.
But people can level up.
Me the wrong way, but I will admit it's also better than Friday the 13th.
Okay.
But are you saying that you can level up your Jason and like be more powerful and kill more people easily?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
But I think it's the same deal with Survivors 2. Whatever.
Okay.
But,
well, let's keep moving on. We still got quite a bit of stuff to cover. So
I'll just add on real quick. There's some famous killer guys you can play as. There's Leatherface and Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers, I believe.
Wait, in this one?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
You got special guest characters, and maybe the guy with all the nails in his head. I don't know.
Oh, that one.
Oh, what's his name? Hellraiser? No.
Yeah, and it looks like there's a character that's like
an
exact copy of like one of the nurses from Silent Hill.
Oh, cool.
Kinky.
And a lot of original ones. Like Crazed Hillbilly, whatever.
Immortal Redneck will make an appearance.
There you go. Try it out.
Right then.
If it's not too expensive, maybe.
Talking about trying stuff out.
Yep. Deltarune, Chapter 1. This is something that's been out on the PC since late last year. Basically the follow-up to Undertale. It's coming to Switch on February 28th, and this first chapter is going to be free. James has played it already. Haven't you, James?
I clicked on the icon, and it said, please wait until February 28th.
Right.
I can't play it yet.
Yeah.
But this is a console exclusive for now, isn't it? I think it's coming to PS4 later.
It's already on PC, but yeah, console exclusive.
Yeah, I played it on PC like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
That's why I said
the trailer was very funny. Like,
yeah.
Like, we've covered up some spoilers, and the entire screen is just covered in spoiler
dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs. Yeah.
Annoying dog.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you get chapter 1 for free and then pay for the rest when it comes out?
Yeah, whenever.
Which could be years from now. You can have that icon on your Switch, for fucking years.
It'll be deleted by then, but whatever.
Yeah. Archive it. Yep. Back up your save. Should be fine.
Well,
next one, I've also played this a whole bunch. It's Daemon. Is it Demon or Daemon? Demon.
I think it's supposed to be pronounced Demon.
Demon X Machina. There's a free demo. I think it's called, what's it called? Prototype Missions?
Edition. Yeah,
Prototype Missions or something like that, yeah. Which you can download. It's got 4 missions and a boss fight, and then you get to take part in an exciting questionnaire at the end. It's weird how they made a big deal out of that.
Yeah.
It's like, please understand, please take part in our questionnaire and so you play.
Fuck you, I don't want to understand.
So yeah, this comes out in summer 2019. I think from the initial trailer when it was, I think this was like a, like in this direct, it was Mario Maker that started it, just cold. This was like a cold start. Sorry, what do you call it? A cold open?
Yeah.
This cold open for one of the directs, I can't remember which one it was.
Was it E3 last year?
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, shit. I was like, I think most people were like, oh, cool. Looks cool, I guess, maybe.
Yeah. Like, what the hell is this? I mean, this kind of,
Yeah, what the hell is this? I guess it looks cool, question mark.
Yeah.
But now I've played it, I think kind of the opposite of the Yoshi demo. This has completely put me off buying this game. The visual part of it, I mean, it kind of looks like a little bit PS2-y, to be honest. I mean, it has that kind of cool, like, what do you call it, cell shaded.
Yeah,
but it's not really cell shaded. It's like cell shaded type textures, but the game isn't really cell shaded. Yeah, it's very, very simplified, and it's just like, you've played these games before. I mean, there's probably like 500
it looks
of them
like
in Japan.
Or Armored Core game.
Yeah, you got like a boost and a dash, and you can boost around and shoot things, and you land on the floor, and you can skittle on the floor, and
It looks like generic video game.mp4.
And I think Cyrus would probably delete it faster than I did because it starts with a character creation tool.
But there was a button at the bottom that let me skip that character creation thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you played it,
I did, and that was touch and go for a few seconds. But as soon as I saw that button, I skipped that character creation thing.
Oh, right. I thought I asked you that. I said, what if there's like a randomize or skip? And you're like, nope, if it's got one, I'm out.
If I have to go through a bunch of pages to get to that thing, then it's a no deal. But if it's right there at the bottom, I'm like, okay, you're safe.
So yeah, I did a gameplay video of this. It's on the YouTube channel, and I streamed it a bunch on Twitch last night, and yeah, it just kind of like, it's just boring. It's just like mundane tasks and shooting boring looking, boxy enemies, and too chatty, lots of just anime chat bullshit that just no.
Yeah,
not
I'm okay with it, but I'm not blown away by it. It feels like a game that, like, when you watch all the videos, your guy is flying around and doing all these really cool stuff. When you're actually playing it, it's very hard to do any of that.
Right.
So I think like it's a game that feels like you really have to know what you're doing to feel as cool as the trailers make it look. And so I'm not sold, but I'm tepidly interested.
Not unsold.
Optimistic. Yeah, I'm not unsold. The demo didn't ruin it for me, but it didn't make it an insta buy.
Yeah, I've kind of I'd hate to say grown out of, but I mean, I used to be into Gundam and stuff back, 20 years ago, and back then that Danny would have loved something like this. But I think nowadays I just don't really care. I just don't really get too excited about this type of a thing. I still do want to try out the demo. I wanted to try it out today before the show. I just kind of ran out of time.
I mean, you want to be excited about this kind of thing because it's like a Switch exclusive, cool looking, robot game. You're like, oh, cool. But then when you play it, it's like, not really.
I think that the fact that they're so leaning on like, please tell us what you thought. I think they as a company also know that the game is not quite working yet. It feels like they're worried about how the game is playing.
I mean, shit, this thing's coming out this summer. They better freaking figure it out.
This seems like emergency damage control. It's like the game is shipping and they have a dud on their hands and they're desperately trying to fix it.
I can't wait for them to send me the questionnaire, let me tell you.
Seriously, I mean, even if you shit on it, I mean, stuff like that would hopefully help. I feel sorry for the poor bastard that had to go through and read all that stuff.
Yeah, they don't read any of it. Especially if it's in English.
Right.
They've just got like a Google Translate script running. Comes out.
Well, let's go ahead and move on to this next little bit. I'll go ahead and take this. This is Grid Autosport, a realistic racer from Codemasters. It's coming to the Switch this summer. This game was originally released on 360, PS3, and PC.
What?
Wow. Back in 2014. And then shortly after, it was eventually ported to iOS. I'm sorry, to Mac and Linux in 2015, then iOS in 2017.
And this game has just run the gamut.
Yeah, and it's coming out on Switch. It's also coming out on Android at the same time. Might be some kind of a correlation, right? Because Switch runs some kind of version of Android, basically.
Isn't this the third iOS port that we've talked about in this direct so far?
Yeah. I mean, it looks good.
Yeah, is this one of the games that has like a following?
Probably. I mean, I bet it does.
I think I have like several of these fucking great games for free on my Xbox.
Yeah, because these guys also make the series Dirt.
I definitely have several Dirt games that I've gotten for reasons.
I was a big fan of V-Rally back in the day. V-Rally 4 is out on Switch now as well.
Oh,
newest one. Looks cool. We didn't get a review code for it though.
Yeah.
I tried.
I don't know. I like racing games sometimes, but if it's way too complicated, then I don't know. I had my time when I really got into Gran Turismo 2, and that game was freaking amazing. I loved it. But after that, I just couldn't be bothered.
I had a surprising amount of racing games on the N64. There were a lot of good racing games on
there. There are a shitload of good racing games in that system.
Was it one called World Championship?
World Championship Racer or something.
Racing. Yeah, I had that one. I had like a high res mode if you had the what's it called? Memory expansion. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I just picked up Need for Speed 64. America, it was never released in Japan. I picked it up when I was back in America. I still haven't played it. It's been sitting here on this table for like 3 months.
Wait, Need for Speed 64. What?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, sorry. Ridge Racer 64.
Oh, yeah. I had that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are very different games, Danny.
What's that?
Those are very different games.
Yeah, sorry. Same thing, isn't it?
Same thing. Car game.
They're cars. They're both on PlayStation. You know, whatever.
Right.
Racer.
Yeah. Well, moving on. Actually, Side, this seems like a game that you would. I'm not no bullshit. This seems like a game that you would actually kind of know a little bit about. Do you want to take this next little part?
Did you just say Sai or Ty?
Ty.
Oh yeah, I was like, I don't know shit about this game.
Well, because the player's character name looks like Cyrus for a second. I thought, well,
yeah. Sorry.
Hellblade: Sonorous Sacrifice coming to Switch this spring. Action adventure game puts the players in control of Sanua and on her quest to rescue the soul of her dead lover. This game the title sounded really close to Hellgate London, and it just triggered my PTSD. So I don't know if I can commentate farther on this one.
Okay. Well, this game I guess has like a lot of like psychological elements as well. Like this character is battling with like psychosis or something like that.
This game's keeping me psychosis, and I haven't even seen it yet.
See what I mean? It's already doing its job. But I mean, visually it looks like freaking fantastic. So see if it still looks good. The final version. I've seen some trailers for some Switch games, and then I actually played them, and they don't look like that. I'm looking at you, observer, on the Switch. But yeah, this thing, it originally came out on PS4 17, Xbox 2018. Pretty successful commercially, reviewed pretty well as well. So that's coming this spring. So not much longer to wait.
Looks cool.
Yeah.
Is that the girl with like a kind of blue strip across her eyes?
She's like what the heck? I looked it up. It's like a Pict warrior. It's like some kind of Scottish warrior before
she's like
Scotland.
A Celt.
What was that PS4 exclusive? What
was that Mel Gibson movie?
Yes, don't know.
What was the PS4 open world exclusive where you play like a woman with like red hair?
Oh, Horizon
Zero Dawn.
Yes, yeah. The main character looks very much like her, and you're going around like forests and stuff like that. It's kind of like a third person action game. It looks very cool.
Yep.
But yeah, like Danny says, it might end up looking like trolling me or whatever.
No, nothing could look like that.
Yeah. No, it might play a lot better, but I'm just saying it might look like that.
Yeah. I said observer, but trolling. Ugh. God, what an ugly game in all ways imaginable.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 11. There was a very family-friendly trailer.
Right.
Oof.
Play with your family and friends.
Yeah, really
Peel
nothing.
them like bananas.
Yeah, there's really nothing new there with that trailer.
It's just more like it's coming out. Don't forget, it's coming out on Switch. It was more like that, wasn't it?
I think they just announced a new character today, which is Jade.
What the hell?
Do you mean Jade?
Jade.
She's literally made out of Jade and Jade now.
Didn't Kamiya make some kind of a random tweet today? He said something like Mortal Kombat cross Bayonetta, and that's it.
No context. Just
you're probably just a fucking. I don't know. He would be down. I think he would put Bayonetta in.
Yeah, or he's just like you said. He's just messing with us.
Yeah.
He just like, wouldn't that be cool?
Like it'd be a fun option. Like if Bayonetta in Mortal Kombat, that's fine. But if you're like playing Bayonetta 3 and then there's a secret scorpion boss you fight in hell or something, that'd be fun.
Well, shit, that reminds me. A couple weeks ago, there was there's like a data mine leak. There was like a list of characters, but it's just like the first 3 letters out of the game code. And so there's like a character list with some unknown characters. I'm checking it right now to see if any of those are BAY.
Huh.
Let me find it.
Okay.
But yeah, you can figure out basically what characters are coming back if you just Google up that list.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm still not too interested in Mortal Kombat. It's like I think I said before, it's just too gross for me now.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, it's kind of embarrassing to play something like that in a house with other people, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
play in private all the time.
You know what? I watch a lot of like retro game reviews, and a lot of times people refer to games being mature. And if you think about a mature game from especially Super Nintendo, N64, PlayStation era, it's like only thing it is maybe okay, these boobs are jiggling, there's blood, somebody said shit. It's like, is that really? Yeah,
I got a boner for murder.
Some of us do. So
some people go tie.
Speaking of boners for murder, Unravel 2.
What?
The EA published yarn-based platformer is coming to Switch on March 22nd.
Damn it!
Another one.
Motherfucker.
Yes.
Yeah, it was weird that these games were never on Nintendo systems. It was like the most obviously Nintendo like platformers ever, and they weren't on Nintendo systems till now.
Yeah.
So I guess we're never getting the first one.
Yeah, I bet they probably said screw it.
Yeah.
But I remember, when they first showed the first one off years ago, I thought that looked pretty interesting and fun. Yeah. But just never picked up on it.
So it was released. This sequel was released last year?
This sequel was released in 2017.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Oh yeah, right. That's 2 years now, isn't it?
Yeah, the first one came out in 2016. So, wait, shit, that might have been wrong. I don't know. Either 2017 or 2018. I don't know.
It's a download-only game, like a eShop kind of game.
Yeah, it's like EA. It's basically they're working with indie developers, and they teamed up with this team to put this out.
Yeah.
So
let's go.
The next little one. This is something that I'm kind of interested in, even though a lot of people are shitting on this game.
Next.
Yeah. Well, Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered and Liberation finally got a release date on the Switch after all sorts of leaks and shit. The game,
German shop leaks.
Yeah, whatever it was. But it's set to release on May 21st as a bundle. If you don't know much about these, they take place in the United States. 3s is about the American Revolutionary War. Liberation is taking place around the French and Indian War and the settings in Louisiana. There was nothing about this on the Japanese Direct. I just did a search in Japanese for Assassin's Creed 3 and Switch, and I found today that they had posted like 2 days ago, like on Ubisoft's Japanese YouTube, just the trailer, just out of nowhere, no context, probably no fanfare on their Twitter or anything. And it's
it wasn't in the Japanese Direct.
No,
but they released the trailer on their own YouTube channel.
Yeah, yeah.
Brilliant.
So it's coming out here though, maybe a couple days later, on the 23rd. So Assassin's Creed fans in Japan can still get on that.
So it's like full price. Like
they didn't say the price on either one of them, on either Direct. I don't think. So
is this? Do you like these games, Danny?
I liked 3. I've never played Liberation because it originally came out on freaking Vita.
Yeah, Vita.
So.
Oh, okay. But it's on consoles as well now.
Yeah, they did an HD remaster of it on PS4 and maybe Xbox a couple years ago. But a lot of people are crapping on 3. This is the worst game in the series, maybe.
Yeah, the gameplay is good, but the main character is like really unlikable.
Yeah, he's kind of an idiot, but
he's such a bitch. He's just so negative all the time, and prior we had like Ezio Auditore, the best character ever.
Yeah, Ezio's freaking awesome.
Yeah, right. And then it's like, okay, now play an asshole. And it's like,
okay.
Come on.
I could see that, but I'm interested in this. Maybe I'll pick it up and do some kind of video comparison between the Wii U version and this, and see if there's any difference.
You've got Assassin's Creed 3 on Wii U.
Yeah, I got the Japanese version. I found it for like 500 yen or something. So it's like, I need to put this
cheap,
on my shelf.
I thought you were going to say 5,000.
No, I wanted to get 4, but that was way too much. That was like 5,000. I was like, I'm not going to do that.
And still is now, right?
Probably.
Like Super Smash Brothers Brawl is still like 5,800 yen.
Yeah, exactly. Cyrus, do you want to take this next bit?
Possibly. So yeah, the Final Fantasy series has got a bunch of updates on this. So Final Fantasy VII is set to release on Switch March 26th. Final Fantasy IX released immediately after the Direct. And Chocobo Mystery Dungeon Everybody is coming on March 20th, which has such an adorable name. I love it.
Everybody.
Get it?
No.
In Japanese
is it a pun? I just thought it was fun.
God.
Yeah, so 9 came out. I think Danny deep dived into this game already.
Totally deep dove. I bought it. Yeah.
So 9 came out before 7. Brilliant.
Right. I think they did that because once 7 comes out, people aren't going to give a shit about some of the other ones, you know?
Yeah, but this makes them feel like they're kind of playing 7, so they might as well get some bang for the buck first.
I mean, I had 9 back in the day, but I never beat it. I got halfway through and then I got stuck. And
I beat it, and
I
liked it.
Wow. Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Final Fantasy 9 is a good game. You heard it here first.
Yeah, wow. I like the character designs, and you know how they kind of went back to that classic, kind of just like wacky style. It's not like
pre-rendered backgrounds, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, all the PlayStation 1s were all pre-rendered.
Oh, yeah, when you're running around. I was thinking of the battle scenes, which were 3D.
Yeah.
No, this is very high on my list to play, because it's my wife's favorite Final Fantasy, so I really want to play it, but...
Cool.
If you want a quick look into the nightmare world of, like, 1999 or whatever year this came out, if you guys saw the strategy guide for this...
Oh, yeah, dude, I had that stupid strategy guide.
Right? And it said, for every single thing, it says go to playonline.com for like 200 pages.
Yeah, holy fuck. That was like one of the last times I bought like a non-Nintendo guide. Holy shit. I was so mad when I got that stupid thing.
Every page?
It was the dumbest thing I'd seen in my life.
Because, like, you know, back in the day, like 1999, 2000, you have like one computer in the house. It's on the other side of the fucking place from where your TV is, probably. Yeah. You're looking at something in your guide, and you're like, okay, now it wants me to go get on the goddamn internet. Go fuck yourself. It was the worst.
Just print it out.
Shut up, James.
I've never seen this book, but I've heard, like, I think even Kotaku, I think is where I saw it. They wrote an article, something like the worst strategy guide ever published.
Yeah, dude.
I was making the rounds on Twitter recently, and I just seeing red, man, just flashbacks. I just wanted to punch somebody. Oh my God.
I'm trying to see if this is up on Xbox now. I think it is.
It should be. I think it's on everything now.
Yeah, holy shit.
Even mobile.
Wow, that's a lot of money. $21.
Yeah, I paid yens, and about the same. But
I might get it. I like this game.
Yeah, it's cool. I played for like 45 minutes so far.
Did you impress all the nobles?
No, I did not.
Did you impress 99 nobles?
Am I supposed to do that?
Well, in the beginning of the game, there's the play you crash, whatever, and you're
spoilers, man.
And you're supposed to impress like all the nobles, but it's like really hard or something.
Okay,
I don't remember. So many people got 99 out of 100.
Oh,
next,
yeah,
it's a meme. Please believe me.
Yeah, James, do you want to take the next one?
Astral Chain. This is what Kamiya's been working on.
I have a video.
It's a Platinum game. So yeah, Astral Chain. Is it exclusive to Switch or first on Switch or what?
Pretty sure it's exclusive.
I actually don't know. I'll go check that. You keep talking.
Okay. Yeah, it's coming on August 30th this summer. Another summer game. So yeah, Kamiya, friend of the show. He's the supervisor, and Mr. Takahisa Taura from Nier Automata. He's the director. So basically, you control these two cops. I think they're brother and sister, aren't they?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, dude.
Anyway, and they use a weapon called the Legion. No idea what that is. Is it like a blade or a whip or something?
Sure.
That you can kind of combine, do things like tag team things. You're supposed
I love that it's a giant handcuff.
You're supposed to work together in combat and exploration. So I don't know if it's like co-op only, or like, you know, CPU takes over player 2 if you're playing by yourself.
Are you playing both characters at once?
Yeah, but it's like futuristic, you know, like Neo Tokyo kind of futuristic looking place. Nice graphic style, anime, I guess.
Yeah.
Very anime looking.
And this is actually published by Nintendo, so yeah, this is hella staying on the Switch.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I guess
so another Bayonetta style thing.
There you go. So they got Bayonetta 3 and this at the same time, both Nintendo exclusive. So I guess Platinum is almost like a second party at this point, aren't they? For Nintendo. Yeah. Crazy. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, no kidding.
Plus another game which they may be working on, which we'll talk about in a second.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Yeah, I'm 100% buying this game. Like,
holy shit!
Definitely looks cool.
Would you play this as like a co-op game if it was like a simultaneous co-op game with your wife?
Yeah, if she wants to play it, I will. If not, I'll play it anyway.
Well, I like how it name dropped Max Anarchy at the end of the trailer. That game's amazing.
Yeah.
I thought this was Isabel at the end. It's kind of walking around in like a dog suit.
Yeah, could be.
There you go. So the last thing on the Direct was probably, well, we would call this a mic drop moment, wouldn't we?
Yeah, dude.
And just one more thing. They did the old Apple thing, didn't they? One more thing.
Yeah.
And it was a hell of a one more thing. And
That's
it was
right.
Metroid Prime 4. No. It was Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening Remaster. Complete remake of the Game Boy Classic. The graphical style looks kind of like Link Between Worlds.
Ty, do you want to hit that footage?
Oh, yeah.
Japanese title is Zelda no Densetsu Yume o Miru Shima. What does that mean? Oh, like...
Yeah, because like the way in Japanese, how you say if you had a dream,
had a dream.
You looked, you saw
a dream, yeah. That's right.
Well, check out this art style going on. They had like this hand animated intro thing going on.
Yeah. Oh my God. When I first saw this, and then I realized it was Link, I was like, "Oh my God, this game is going to look like this."
Right. Yeah. It was.
And then it looks totally amazing in a totally different style.
Yeah. I wonder why they did this kind of. Well, the intro is kind of like this in the game, even in the Game Boy one, isn't it?
It's like you can tell it's like the same storyboard from the opening of the Game Boy version.
Yeah, like that shot where it shows the boat getting struck by lightning. I was like, oh, there we go. I was getting the nostalgia chills.
Oh, it is Shima as in island. Okay.
Yeah. Now check this out. This to me, this didn't even look like CG. It looked like somebody made models.
Right. Yeah. Little plastic models. Yeah.
So I don't know how well you can tell on the stream, but like the field of vision, the blur, the focus blur is so perfect. It's like you're looking at like a little model.
Yeah, it really feels like old Nintendo World covers. You know, they used to do those like plasticine 3D model remakes of games for their magazine covers.
Yeah, Nintendo Power magazine cover.
That's the one, yeah. And this game just looks so friggin' pretty. Oh my God.
It's like amiibos walking around.
Yeah.
Oh shit! They're going to release amiibos for this game, aren't they? Holy shit!
No, don't change it.
Add it to the pile of Link amiibos that exist already.
This is one a regular video game.
We're going to have the egg amiibo.
Oh.
Another Link amiibo.
You know, somebody had pointed out that, like, on I think the description on Nintendo's website or something about the number of players, it's like to be determined or something like that.
Well, there is a history of like these kind of 2D Zelda games having kind of weird online multiplayer components. Like older DS ones did that, and then like the Game Boy Advance ones had like, well, not online, but like, you know, multiplayer things.
Right.
And then there was what was the Wind Waker one called? Tetris Trackers.
Oh, Tetris Trackers,
which was like built in with the Western release, but you had to buy it like separately in Japan or something crazy like that, right? I got it separately. I can't remember now.
Yeah.
But there is a history of it. I don't think I've liked. I don't think I've played more than a couple of hours of any of them. Like I'm talking about the multiplayer components, but anyway, that's all just theories for now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's actually
like I said, I'm just having a good old time today because I have all sorts of cool stuff, and I have the Game Boy Color version of Link's Awakening. Here.
I never played the color version.
Yeah, this is the one that I had bought this on 3DS. You can play it and stuff like that, and that was really fun.
Nice,
freaking great game. Really great cover art on this one too.
Like so happy.
Yeah,
you never got to use the Game Boy Color combination with the printer that you could print out those little photos you could get.
Oh man, I wish I had one back in the day. I didn't.
I had a Game Boy printer.
Really?
But I didn't have this game in color.
Okay. Well, I need to get a camera for my 64 DD stuff.
There's a whole dungeon that I haven't played, right? The color dungeon.
2 dungeons, I think.
Wow. So that I'm assuming those are going to be in the the Switch one as well.
Hopefully.
I wonder how much they're going to remix this. You know, like obviously like the general template, the story beats are going to be like the same, but like are they going to like expand a lot on the map and stuff? Like just increase not only just the size, but like add extra bits to it as well. I wonder how much they're going to do that.
It looked pretty much like kind of like the same size.
Like a 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been. I mean, I'm sure like Game Explain or someone have got like a side by side comparison by now.
Yeah.
2-hour long video, but yeah, be interesting. I'm obviously going to get it. I mean, Ty, you said you were a huge fan of the art style immediately.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't a big fan of like, is it Link Between Worlds, the 3DS one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the kind of mutton chops, like the sausages on the side of Link's head. You know, that kind of like fake kind of plasticky look. It didn't look very good on the 3DS. I thought it looked like a little bit blurry, like a little bit pre-rendered almost. But it wasn't pre-rendered, but it kind of looked like, you know, bad pre-rendered character. Because they did that for a whole bunch of games on the 3DS. Like one of the Mario Luigi RPGs was like that. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think it's that bad. On the Link Between Worlds is fine.
So at first blush, I thought like this was like this, but like when you look at the trailer in like, you know, full screen with, you know, 1080p version, you know, you can see that there's a lot more nuance to it. And like Ty said about the blur effect and everything, the what do you call it? The lens zooming in.
Like the I want to call it
focus. Depth of field, right?
Depth or something,
yeah.
Something Octopath Traveler did really well. Use that same effect.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, looking forward to it. I can't believe it's this year. That's crazy. So they got Mario Maker and this.
Yeah.
Bayonetta, Astral thing. There's like so many big
and Yoshi.
Nintendo exclusive things. Yoshi, a possible Kirby.
I think that's probably why we didn't hear about. Well, Pokemon is obviously going to have its own direct later in the year, isn't it? Right. But like now I know why they didn't show Animal Crossing or Metroid. I think it might have been too many like big games. It might have like overwhelmed people, and people might actually like forget about other.
Throw their Switches out, couldn't handle it.
Well, I mean Metroid. I mean that there is nothing to show.
No, Metroid Prime Trilogy.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant 4. Prime 4. Like, no. Okay.
Yeah, because like if you like drop like 10 AAA games at once, like, you know, people tend to like just immediately cut, you know, 5 of them out of their mind and just focus on one. You know, so if you just cut the AAA to like, you know, a rememberable amount of games, you're more likely to, you know, people to, you know, look forward to them, right?
Right.
And then once those games are out, then you announce, you know, the other ones.
Yeah. Well,
you've already spent your money by then.
Yeah. Well, we do have a couple of non-Nintendo Direct little bits of news, and maybe we should just go ahead and get those out of the way. The first one being a rumor that's been kind of floating around the internet here recently. It's that Platinum Games Scalebound is being revived as a Nintendo Switch exclusive. I've seen some YouTubers talking about this, people that say they have connections with whoever or whatever. I don't know. What do you guys think about this?
Well, there's a whole bunch of people swearing by it, and then the whole other bunch of people saying it's complete nonsense and it's what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So,
side note, I don't know why people like Scalebound so much. That game looked garbage to me.
I didn't think it looked quite. I wouldn't go quite that far.
Yeah, that's a bit harsh. It just was very unmemorable to me.
Yeah, for me, it's just like, okay, this is a game with, I guess, some Dargans and some dude, like handsome anime guy or whatever.
But the guy looks so cool. He's wearing headphones and everything. He's got a dragon.
We're all wearing headphones. Like, what the hell?
I only have one headphone. My other headphone broke.
See, he's not cool.
Brilliant. I mean, it sounds plausible. I mean, Platinum Games are now, you know, best buddies with Nintendo. Microsoft obviously flushed it down the toilet, so they don't want it. So why the hell wouldn't, you know, they let Nintendo revive it? They did that with Bayonetta. You know, people were flushing Bayonetta down the toilet, and Nintendo saved it.
It's one of those things where one company flushes it down the toilet, and then it becomes a huge franchise.
And they go,
I mean, Nintendo did that with the PlayStation. They flushed it down the toilet. And up here.
I was thinking of Red Dead Revolver. Remember that was a Capcom game, and they're like, no, we'll just sell this asset. And then Rockstar picked it up, and now it's fucking huge.
Yeah.
Rip.
Well, this next one is like a Cyrus or Ty type of thing.
Yeah, dude. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Blaze Blue Cross Tag gets a new character and franchise added, which is Heart from Arcana Heart. It's a great game to play. A fighting game enthusiast or a pedophile.
Or both. Okay.
Yeah. But also, this is at Evo Japan, by the way.
Cool.
When they showed this, they also added another little diamond on the thing, which means they're going to add a sixth franchise. So of course it's a crossover game. They're going to add a sixth one, and
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, right. It's obviously Mortal Kombat, not like another Japanese weeby thing. Cyrus, do you have any speculation on what the sixth franchise might be? Because I sure do.
My money is still down on Senran Kagura, that booby ninja game.
Ninja game, yeah. I saw someone speculating that it was Skullgirls.
I'd be, of course, mildly okay with that.
But you know what? It could be like any fucking TV.
Cyrus has got foam coming out of his mouth.
Yeah. I mean, it could be like, I don't know, Fate. It could be, I don't know, just some fucking anime fighting game. There's so many.
Yeah. Grand Blue Saga or something.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
You know when you go to a foreign country and you haven't studied the foreign language, but you've like picked up a few words over the years. And you kind of like listening to someone else's conversation, you kind of pick up generally what they're talking about, but most of the words in the sentence, you can't understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly the feeling I'm having right now.
All right.
Yeah, so, I'm, they only showed a little bit of gameplay of Heart I know in this game, and she's pretty faithful to how she plays in her own series, but like she has her like lock-on dash that she can fly across the screen and all this stuff. So
if you guys like Dragon Ball Fighters, you might like Arcana Heart.
What I was really interested though was that this is a new sprite they've made for her. So it's not like in the rest of Cross Tag, they just reuse sprites from other games.
It's a low-res game.
Yeah, and then she was in like Chaos Thing, whatever, another fighting game that came out afterwards. She was a guest character in that, and now she's in this, and she's getting another updated new sprite. So
Chaos Code.
Chaos Code, yeah. So I don't know. They really like this character, even though she's boring as all hell. But whatever.
I like her.
I like her, but not in compared to the other more interesting Arcana Heart characters.
All right. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, following the fighting game train.
Yeah, dude. It's our time now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, isn't this a champion edition topic?
We'll be getting to that, but I mean, we're just covering like the basic news, right?
Yeah. So what about Skullgirls? What's a Skullgirl?
Cyrus field this one.
Yeah. So, as you may know, I do like Skullgirls. So Skullgirls Second Encore has finally possibly got a release date for Switch, which is like June. And this was thanks to a limited edition that was announced on some store called Skybound or something.
Okay.
So pick up your physical copies of Skullgirls 2. Well, Skullgirls Second Encore.
It's a good game.
It is. Noted good game.
Yeah.
Noted game that you can see Cyrus chilling out in the background in a cool suit.
Yes, Cyrus is literally in this game.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. And I'm in it in the Patreon credits. I made one of the character palettes.
Cool.
So you have like two huge sponsors of Skullgirls on this very podcast.
Yes.
And we're both gonna shill it until the day we die.
Wow.
As you should.
Yeah.
I'm having it on my tombstone so I can continue afterwards.
You are biased.
That's right. Fucking play on the casino stage and pick Misfortune in the fucking green color.
All right.
Well.
There you go.
Well, I think that's going to do it for the Nintendo Direct and News Talk. So we're going to get to some feedback, but before that, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of Now Playing at thefamicast.com. Now Playing at thefamicast.com. Lots of stuff going on, lots of stuff going up. First that one thing that we want to do is thank our new patrons for their support. Lemonade and Surge have both joined the ranks.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for your support. And of course, for all of our patrons, thank you for your continued support. And hell, I mean, honestly, it's people that listen or watch the show. Thank you. I mean, that's the whole reason we do this. And we appreciate you guys interacting with us, not interacting with us, and just listening. That's fine too.
Yeah, we need those YouTube hits.
Yeah, just have it on a loop. Just do some kind of thing where we could get like 1 million on at least one of our videos.
Right.
What game should I play badly?
Yeah.
Well, we're almost up to 20 patrons now. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Never thought we'd get that far.
I know.
I think, isn't Lemonade spell his name differently sometimes, and he's in the chat? Possibly even now? I thought Cyrus mentioned somebody like Lemonade. Could be the same person.
Lemonade.
All right then.
Yeah, maybe not the same person.
All right then. So next up, we got some Famicom Online going online. So me and Danny have been playing a whole bunch of cool, quote unquote, cool stuff recently.
We have been getting to some of the good stuff.
Yeah, I mean we've been leaving a few games right to the end for some reason.
I just thought about some that we have to play. Oh my god, I want to just shoot myself in the head.
So we played a Japanese exclusive at Tsupari Ozumo, which I remember, Danny talked about playing on his Famicom little mini console thing, but now it's on the online service. So yeah, we played 2-player sumo together online. Good times. Mario Brothers 2/USA, the all-American version of Mario. We played that.
Colors never run.
Yeah, and Zelda 2, Adventure of Link. And a whole bunch more. I mean, patrons are getting these like a week early. We're putting these out at like fairly regular pace. So probably Surge and Lemonade, who recent patrons are noticing, wow, cool, we get more videos and earlier than everyone else. So yeah, please do enjoy. Next. So, okay.
Yeah, James. Yeah, you've been doing. I'll go ahead and say. I mean, James has been doing a lot of streams here lately on our Twitch channel. Like he mentioned earlier, he did one for Yoshi, Demon X Machina, Tetris. We also have some gameplay videos up as well for Observer and Origami. Observer, pretty cool. Rutger Hauer, Cyberpunk. I just put up a review today, so you can check that out. And Origami should be going up at the end of this week. February 22nd?
Yeah, I mean, if we were doing new business in this episode, probably me and Ty would have talked about Origami. Ninja game. We'll probably save that for next episode.
We're going to go too long. About that and how we played this game together.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Crazy.
But you've got an Xbox, bro. Yeah, more about that later. Also, we've got some cool new merch. Do you guys know about Teespring? Teespring is like, you can make your own t-shirts and other kind of cool stuff. They added, I guess, maybe we sold enough t-shirts, so they're now letting us do other stuff. So you can now get like Famicast stickers, like with the whole crew, like all 4 of us in our little, pixel art form. You can buy little stickers or a poster. You can buy t-shirts as well, of course. Even a mug. There's a mug with the Famicast logo on it as well. A whole bunch of cool merch.
And if you go to Teespring, be sure to put in the code Famicast69 for 69% off of your purchase.
Are you serious?
No.
Oh, man, I'd be using that code in a heartbeat.
I was going to say.
I want the copy mug.
No, we actually put the prices like the absolute lowest we could. So they are actually a bargain. So yeah, I would snap them up. I mean, stickers are like
$60 for a mug. I mean, it's made of gold, so
I think it's like $9 or something for the mug and like $2 for stickers and stuff. It's like barely anything. We just want people to have it. We don't care about making tons of profit out of it.
Speak for yourself.
We're making literal cents profit. Literally almost nothing. So yeah, please do enjoy. And then last up, I guess Cyrus or Ty wants to talk about the Patreon exclusive podcast this month.
Yeah, we're going to record very soon Championship Edition, which is the recurring like fighting game themed podcast that me and Cyrus do. Well, yeah, Cyrus, you've been on all of them or most of them, right?
Yeah, most of them. I think I missed one.
Yeah.
But this is Evo Japan just happened, so we gotta talk shop.
Yeah, it's a fighting game podcast, but it's mostly geared towards non-fighting game people.
Yeah.
So you can peer into the twisted dark heart of competitive gaming and fucking ridiculous in jokes and fighting game griminess that everyone knows and loves.
I mean, I can vouch for Ty there too. I mean, I'm obviously fighting game scrub. I mean, it's obvious, everybody knows that. But listening to them guys talk, it's just you hear about some of my entry level fighting games. I think maybe one of the last things that you did. You talked about like, hey, right. if you suck, you can still like play this and maybe have fun.
Right.
So. All of this and bow.
Nice.
All right. Well, next up and last.
We're not doing Japanese. I have to get that out of the way now.
Yeah. You got to get something in there. But next up, before we go ahead and close up the show, we do have a little bit of feedback from you guys. If you want to send us any of your feedback, comments, questions, complaints, anything like that, feel free to email us at thefamicast@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Twitter at @thefamicast. You can hit us up on Facebook. You can hit us up on the YouTube comments. You can hit us up on our website, famicast.com. Lots of places where you can do this, people. So get on it if you want your comment read out in the air like these guys. So, James, we have a couple of good comments today.
Actually, there's one I forgot to add on here. Actually, from the aforementioned Lemonade, the new patron who just joined, he said that one of the big reasons he joined was to get all the exclusive podcasts. We added a link on the articles now. Going forward, they're on all of them now. It's called Patreon Library. So you can actually just, if you're a patron, you can actually just see. Even if you're not a patron, you can see all the episodes that we have online. But if you are a patron, you can click it and you can download them. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of like exclusive podcasts that Lemonade's now going to have to go through 2 seasons worth of exclusive podcasts. That's a lot of shit.
Yeah, I mean
something like only 40 or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of crept up on us. Remember when we first started doing it was like, okay, we only have a few. And now a couple years later, like, holy shit, we got a lot of stuff.
I think we're up to episode 4, episode 5 of every single show now. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So like sign up and then like immediately cash in on like a huge like armful of podcasts.
Yeah,
that's right. I mean, not to toot our own horn too much here, but a lot of Patreon stuff, they don't offer like, maybe they offer like, earlier podcasts or something like that, or higher bit rate or without ads or whatever, or like, whatever. But we had like 2 exclusive podcasts for the season 1 and 1 exclusive audio for season 2. We got a lot of exclusive shit every month. It's cool.
Yeah,
seriously cool.
Double your content.
That's right. So yeah, let's move on to some. I think these are YouTube. So first one is from Chris Blackstone, another patron. This is from mine and Danny's Ninja Gaiden video. The Famicom Online one. It says, this one was painful to watch. One of your best yet.
Yeah.
So I think, especially me, was exceptionally bad at the game. But we had fun times anyway.
It's fun. Yeah, we're bad.
We make the good bad and the bad good. Question mark.
Something like that.
Next YouTube comment from Russ Greeno, another patron, friend of the show. This is from my Wolfenstein New Colossus gameplay video that we were kind of watching while I was talking about it in the New Business last episode. He says, it seems a trifle unfair that the Nazis get regular guns, but you have some disruptor cannon from outer space. So I think he's talking about that gun where it's kind of fucking vaporizing dudes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they've got just standard weapons.
Yeah.
Which is true, but also the Nazis, that was a Nazi weapon, so I'm just using it back at them.
Yeah.
Good luck to them, right? Well, no, good luck to me. Good luck to me fighting the Nazis. That's what you should be saying.
Racist and Nazi sympathizer, James Sheldon.
Next one is from the last episode, 143. This is from Chariot Goblin. He always comments on the show, the video version of the show on YouTube. Thank you, Mr. Goblin.
Yep.
He says, according to the Wall Street Journal, Nintendo is preparing at least one unannounced title for Switch in 2019. that fans would be delighted to know. What do you guys think this is? Many fans are predicting F-Zero, Wave Race, or localized Mother 3.
Good luck with that. I'm sorry, I'm just way too cynical.
I think
question.
I think I could see something like, I don't know, like a remake of like a really well beloved Zelda game. I don't know, like Link's Awakening or something like that.
Radar scope.
Shit, dude! I bet it's just Scalebound. I bet that's it.
There it is.
Yeah, and
yeah.
Okay.
So that rumor turned out to be true. It's probably Link's Awakening, wasn't it? So.
No, I think it's Scalebound.
Are you serious?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Maybe. I thought there was another rumor where it was like, like a Dead franchise was being revived.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I think that's probably Scalebound. The one that fans would be delighted to know is probably Link's Awakening.
Okay.
Because there's two separate rumors.
Fair enough.
Yeah, F-Zero, Wave Race, that'd be good. Localized Mother 3. Now that was kind of in the news-ish kind of thing. Why was it in the news? What was the reason? Like, people were speculating on whether they could officially localize Mother 3 on Switch, and then people started looking into it, and like the stuff that they have, the content in that game is pretty fucking out there, and like might have to be censored if they were going to release it in 2019.
It's not like 1997 or something. I mean, how bad can it be?
I don't know. I kind of read some stuff. It's pretty bad. Some pretty weird and kind of bad. Like, if it was like an indie game or whatever, people wouldn't give a shit. But because it's like a Nintendo published game, like there was speculating that Nintendo wouldn't really be comfortable with some of the themes that they have in the games, things that the characters do and say, and
sure as hell we're comfortable with it back in 2006.
So yeah, but it's a lot worse than anything that was in Earthbound or whatever. Earthbound Beginnings, Mother 1, Mother 2. But there is a patch already. There's an official, not official. There's an unofficial localization by Clyde Mandolin. So if you want to play it in English, you can just get the ROM and patch it, right? So yeah. So people were just basically speculating that the Mother 3 thing was at some point it was in consideration, or it might have started, but then they kind of gave up because it was like it was going to be too much to localize. Like they were going to have to take out so much or change so much that it wasn't worth it, kind of thing. Okay. Would have going to cost too much to do that, but there you go.
Well, we had just a couple more comments. I'll just read through them really quick. From Livana the. Yeah, sorry, I always forget. I just don't know how to say it. I know you were watching. Thank you. But he made a comment on my video review for Observer. He said, I just played through it on Xbox thanks to Game Pass. I thought it was a decent game, but not great. 7 out of 10 seems right to me. As for the frame rate, performance issues, the Xbox suffered from that too. So check out the review so you can see kind of what we're talking about here. And also got another comment again on my Assassin's Creed stuff. Somebody saying like, wait, it said 9,072 Japanese yen because I'm getting 8208 United States dollars from Google.
It wouldn't be a podcast without a fucking Assassin's Creed comment.
Yeah, I hope this is a kid. If it's an adult, oh man, good luck to you.
We had a kind of cool tweet from Castle Pixel. You know those guys, right, Danny?
What was that? Is that
creators of Blossom Tales?
Yeah, thank you. I was gonna say Beyond. Yeah, I just wasn't coming.
So I don't know. About a year ago, we tweeted at them. Like, is it going to see a release in Japan? And they tweeted back at us and said, more news on that soon. And like literally a year has passed. So I tweeted at them, a couple of days ago, and they replied again. And I asked them, any news on the Japan release for Blossom Tales? And they replied, not yet, but we will have some news soon.
Well, next year, maybe we'll know.
Which is weird because I say any news and they say not yet, but we'll have some news. So there's no news, but we'll have some news soon.
They'll have some. Yes.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Game looks cool.
Yep. Okie doke.
That should do it for now?
Yes, I think so. So let's go ahead and close out the show. Cyrus actually had to leave a little bit early. If you want to follow Cyrus on social media, you can follow him at Cellsci. If you want to follow me on social media, you can do that at DannyBiv, DANNYBIV. Famicast also you can do at the Famicast. And James, where can we find you?
I'm at FamiComplicated on Twitter. You can follow me for tweets about stuff, video game related, usually Japan related, often.
Yes.
Please enjoy.
And Tyrone.
Oh yeah, Super Cat Drugs. Follow me for some good tweets about McRibs.
Very tasty.
Yes.
And timely.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for the for the show. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
Peace.
Later.
Just got a message from Cyrus. There's a potato sale on. That's why I had to go.
Oh no,
You
that's
guys.
racist.
Bye-bye.